Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. It's 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and it is time for the eye test. Got a lot to talk about because we weren't here last week. We plan on making it up to you. Football is here. We're in week 7 already. Ooh-wee. This thing is rolling, and it's rolling quick. And for us, it's good because we're sitting on top of the NFC South, sitting on top from our little elevated throne, and we can look down right now. Can we keep it up? We did a real good job, and we went a long ways this past, well, just 2 weeks. 2 games in 1 week, and then last Sunday, we won the 21 game, and then we sealed it. The air is thin. I'm a little giddy. Oh, I haven't experienced anything like this since 2016. Could this be another magical year? Well, or is it too early to tell? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to discuss all of that tonight. We'll get all of that out. We're going to talk about that. And as I wait for my panelists to show up, I have the link here and the link to the YouTube page is on my personal page, as well as the one in the eye test. Because, yes, we got a lot to talk about. Now, we can start with the New Orleans game. We can either start in the middle of the Tampa Bay game, or we can start with the Panther game. We acquitted ourselves well in all 3 of those games. It was a good start, and it was a situation where we didn't embarrass ourselves on national television once, at least, anyway. First one to pop up in here is Coach. What's going on, Coach?
What it do, John? What it do?
Man, shoot, you know, it's kind of hard talking to you and we winning.
Right? It's been a long time. You know, I was earlier today, I was just doing the math. If we beat Tampa Bay, we will win the NFC South. Mathematically, as far as like conference games go. So, that's always a good feeling.
Man, this is rarefied, thin, high atmosphere air we breathing here. I don't know, man. I'm about to pass out. I'm just telling you, I ain't breathed this kind of air in a while. I mean, I'm talking about good grief, man. This is something else. Also, a welcoming C-Dub to the house. Winston is on his way. He's doing some chat sharing. So,
gotcha.
To make sure that everybody knows where we are, because I thought I did a good job. I might not have. I'm getting old, and all of the numbers are starting to run together.
Did you just say you getting old?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. That's what he said. That's what I said. That's what he said. That's exactly what I said. That's what he said.
I think the word you looking for is been.
That's what John said.
Being and getting, I thought I had a couple more syllables in getting than being.
Right back.
While you talking mess. But
yeah, man, it's a wonderful feeling, and I'm in this NFC South group, and man, they are just, as always, I'm getting well, you ain't got no rings and 28-3, but man, they hot, so.
Oh yeah. Hey man, look, when you got your foot on their neck because you beat them all, they grab for every straw they can get,
Absolutely. And John, think about this. Not only are we 3-0 in the division, not only are we 4-0 in the conference, not only are we 4-2, the Saints got a 50-piece put on them. Ooh,
yeah,
that feels almost as good as being 3-0 in the division, man.
Yeah, hey man. They're the champion trash talkers. Tampa Bay, you don't hear too much about. Carolina,
you don't hear. Yeah.
But the Saints, oh man, Uncle Steve really, man, shoot. You guys, I don't know whether you saw his live that he had when he was down.
I did. That was
down
hilarious.
There. No, when he was in Carolina.
I know.
Yeah,
that's
this past week. And see, man, I see you 200 and something miles away from help, man. Even though I-85 is right outside the door, you got to get to it. And once you get to I-85, you got to stomp the gas.
Hey, John, it's real simple. Know your personnel. He knows that those Kitty Cat fans would rather go after their owner before they go after Uncle Steve. Besides, he's our uncle. We had backup. We had backup for our uncle.
Yeah, hey, well.
There was a whole lot of Falcons fans there, man. They were like, man, the
yeah, but the problem is like, even though they're a division team, I mean, man, they're so bad. It's like I don't really get no pleasure out of trash talking them. You know what I mean? Because they're trash, like trash. So trash talking them don't have the same sting as it does trash talking the Saints and the Bucks. You know what I mean? It's like
it's like
we're expected to beat them.
With the Panthers, well, think about it. Last 2 years we've lost there. So honestly, my thing is this:
we lost once.
Well, no, we lost twice because where Mariota did the grenade toss, we lost that game in the rain.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. We lost twice, but what I was saying is we lost once a year.
Yeah, that's what. But we've lost at their house. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's why
I got
you. Guys, right. You want to get this dub because you get this dub. What happens is, even though the critics won't say anything, they'll be like, "Oh, you're supposed to beat them." Well, yeah. Well, at least beat them so that you can at least know, hey, we are 3-0 in our division. It counts either way. So let's get that W. That's how I saw it. I wanted to see if Rob was going to keep the team level enough to beat that team. That's what I wanted to see.
And like I was just told John, all we got to do is take care of the Bucks, and we got the NFC South locked.
I'm with you there. Because I'm not really I know everyone's like the Saints fans are like wanting to say that Spencer Rattler's the next guy, but I don't know. I mean,
no. I'm saying mathematically, all we got to do is beat the Bucks, and we got the Saints. We got the South locked.
I think the Bucks are the biggest threat. Honestly, that's really, to be honest, is the Bucks.
I really don't.
If we could get there, if we could beat them 2-0, I mean, that's what I'm saying. At least then you've got the upper hand in tiebreakers and all that. Oh, good. Ron's here. Cool.
All right. Also, I'm welcoming my partner.
What's up, Ron? What's up, Winston?
Winston. Can you hear me, Winston?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. And we welcome in Ron. What's up, Ron?
What's up?
Man, you got to see. I was trying to get a link last night, Ron. You always send me the page, but no way to get there.
You don't never. Wait a minute. You don't never say nothing to me either. So
I can't get to you.
Yeah, you can.
International man of mystery. That's what Ron is. I told y'all.
Send me a link.
Next week.
Yeah, next week I need to get a link. But Winston,
yep.
What, man? Talk to me, man. Now I hadn't seen you guys in a week, and I got to apologize. I was down at Cruising the Coast and was trying to get a signal. But I couldn't get a signal down there enough to be stable enough to have a broadcast, and I was pissed behind that because, we had who was that? Yeah, we had just played Carolina and everything, and man, I said, good grief, man, I really wanted to talk about that, and I wanted to talk about the gauntlet that we had gone through the previous week. 2 games in 4 days, and we showed up for both of them. That's the thing. But Winston, what you got, man?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. Last week was our bye week. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. But man, I think like one of our biggest questions, well, outside of pass rush, it was definitely the play call, offensive play call. And as of late, hey, I'm not opposed to what Zach Robinson putting out there.
Seriously? So you like it? You like it, Winston?
I said I'm not opposed to it. I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of it. I'm not opposed to it because it's effective. It's still rudimentary, but it's effective though. See what I'm saying? And the biggest thing is, we've seen in back-to-back games, Kyle Pitts being utilized. He ain't sitting there exploding and going off for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. But hey, I'm 70 to 80 something yards. I can work with it. You give me a 50-yard play every game, I can work with it. Because now defense really has to actually account for you. And you see how they open up everything else around. Once they see Kyle Pitts came to play, and he go hit a 40, 50 something yard play. You see the rest of the playbook just open up. Everybody, all the other receivers become open. Instead of him just being stagnant. It's the little thing. That's why I said I'm not opposed to it. It's effective.
I mean, him and Kurt's communication has been way up. I mean, we're 3-0 in our division, and 4-0 in our conference.
All right, now Ron,
What
you think, man? Before you get another puff out, I was slow. But
it go back to what I was saying on the Waffle House, Coach, saying our OC, he coming along. He finding out how the NFL really is. He finding out the mismatch on the team against other teams. He playing chess and not playing checkers no more. He's not playing checkers.
I don't know, Ron. Every time he do that dumbass screen, that's a checkers move.
But I'm going to tell you, it's working, right? We get yours.
No, it never works, bro.
Actually,
He still does
times they have.
Wait
It
a
worked.
Now,
We
okay,
seen it.
okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Ron,
We
go ahead.
seen it
Go ahead,
last
finish,
week.
Ron, before I
We
get in.
seen it last week. Well, I seen Tyler Algier was doing his thing. B-John was doing his thing against Carolina. So you cannot say it's not working. You cannot say that. It just depends. We playing chess, not checkers no more.
Now,
Okay.
I'm not ready, and this just me. That screen, ooh, every time I see that screen, I paid what did I pay? I paid $2,300 for this TV I got here, and I have to sit back from it because every time I see that screen, I want to put my foot and my fist through it. And see
You
if
ain't
it
the
can-
only one, John.
John,
You ain't
see
the
if it
only
can
one.
reach it.
wait a minute, John. But when you said we get yards,
No,
Yes.
we don't, Ron. I don't know what you looking at. No, we don't.
Coach.
Now,
You
Ron.
better watch that Carolina game. You better watch it.
Okay,
Now-
first
now-
off is Carolina, bro. You don't get no points for that. And then even still, I don't remember it. I don't remember what he got on it against Carolina, but I know every team, and he does it at least 5 times a game, every game, and every single time it gets like a yard or 2 at the most. It never gets anything.
Now, Carolina ran a screen Sunday
Right.
that I wish that we could adopt because it was real close to the line of scrimmage, and he wasn't throwing it sideways; he was throwing it forward. Y'all remember that one?
Yeah, I remember.
I don't.
Y'all remember that one? Because see, it was kind of like it was a short throw. It wasn't like he was throwing 15 yards sideways, but he threw it it was at least 3 yards, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to go back and take a close look at it because I just thought about it. And man already running. Man already running, lineman already in front of him blocking. See, that side screen, that takes too much doggone time to throw all the way over to close to the sideline.
And it's almost like a bubble screen. It's almost like the bubble like that.
Yeah.
Like where the receiver, okay. My thing is this. I don't mind the screen if it's a running back or like your fastest player. I do mind it if it's one guy and it's another guy blocking who should not be blocking. I can see that frustration. But yeah, the way, like, I just think if you put Bijan and you throw it and you can get him the ball in a screen where you have blockers available, he's gone. Problem is, we end up getting the holding penalties, which I'm still trying to find, because Lindstrom or if Jake Matthews was one time, and I'm just going, I see we get called for holding, but how much times do our defensive linemen get held? Because I'm waiting for the day that Judon is looking at the ref with a ripped up jersey, busted up shoulder pads going, I guess they're not holding me, are they?
Yeah, well, you can let that go. They ain't gonna call it. But the problem with that screenplay, and I wish he would get rid of it, is it's always to always to a wide receiver. I'm not talking about any other in like a screen to Bijan. I'm talking about that to the line of scrimmage
Yeah,
screen
and I know
that
what
he
you're talking
keeps
about now.
doing that gets no yardage every single time, and he's throwing it to like Ray or Mooney on the line of scrimmage where there's no blockers in front of him. So as soon as he catches the ball, he gets drilled. Like it's just a dumbass play that needs to be taken out of rotation.
Yeah,
But
because when you see,
you gotta
oh,
look at it like
go ahead, Winston. Go ahead, brother.
Ray was a Pro Bowl returner. All he needed space. All he needed
Right, I
space
get it, but he
to
doesn't
make.
have. This is what I'm saying. It's a beeline straight down the line of scrimmage. So that means the offensive line has no time to block. Like it's just a poorly drawn play. It doesn't work. It never has worked.
I'm gonna tell you somebody who got a screenplay that I would love for us to pick up.
Mm.
Go back, look at Baltimore games last week against Washington.
Okay.
Baltimore had this play. If you look at it, it's drawn up just like you run the counter with Derrick Henry,
Mm.
and they flow with it like they're running the counter. Except at the right side of the offensive line, they come across the field. They slip into like the second level, come across the field, and they block for the slot receiver, and it's thrown like a jailbreak screen. But if you see it in motion, that thing is beautiful.
So it's coming out the backfield. Is it coming out the backfield?
No, it's going to the slot.
Yeah.
It's going to the slot.
Yeah.
But
No. I'm saying is the person that's catching the ball, because I haven't seen it. Is the person catching the ball coming out of the backfield?
No, he's in the slot.
No, he's on the line.
They call you coach.
Yeah.
He's on the line.
Yeah, what was it?
He's in the slot. And they run it like it's like a legit counter with Henry. And like they chip block and releasing and pulling to the left. And they're coming all the way across. Like, so the left side of the line of scrimmage is down blocking. And the whole right side of the line of scrimmage is coming behind the left side of whoever they blocking. You know what I'm saying? The inner tackle.
That sounds like how a screen is supposed to be. That's what I'm saying. Like they have time to get their offensive linemen to chip and release and go block on the second level. That's what I'm saying. Like ours is just straight down the line of scrimmage. They don't have time to do really nothing. So he gets drilled as soon as he catches the ball every time.
Yeah, because man just come a cornerback, whether he's off or whether he's on the line of scrimmage, he coming straight downhill, right at the man who gets the ball.
Drills him every time.
You know, man. And Tidy did point out, and I had forgot about this, that there was a screen that Bijan ran that got called back. I forgot about that one.
And that was on
Matt. But see, the thing about that one is that's why I was asking Winston, because I haven't watched Baltimore at all this year, so I don't know what play he's talking about. But that's why I asked him, was it coming out the backfield? Because if it's coming out of the backfield, then that gives your offensive line time to chip and then release and then go, like they'll let one side rush in because all the linemen have chipped and released. So you got 4 or 5 guys in front of you, which is great for a guy like Bijan, because once he catches, he going downfield. He going downhill. It will work with Mooney and Ray as well. But it doesn't work when you do it on the line of scrimmage. That's the whole point. If it's if it's in the backfield, you giving your offensive lineman time to hit, release, and go block. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now see that. Oh, go ahead. Is that you, Winston? Go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
Oh, I was just saying this. Now that is what's called what we try to run is called they call it a quick screen.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and
that's
see,
all it is.
thing is that works with wide receivers. You know, we have a bunch formation over there on the right side all the time, or a bunch formation over there on the left side. Now that will work with that bunch formation because you got people that are already there ready to block instead of the lineman having to come over there and do it.
Right.
Now, that makes me think about a play that Dan Reeves used to run a long time ago, the middle screen to a running back or a fullback. You know, I mean, that's why I'm saying that Zach is still, you know, I'm still not convinced that
I'm not
the
either.
playbook is more than 3 pages with writing on both sides of those 3 pages.
I'm not either, John. Everybody, you know, and I get it. You know, I'm often told I'm negative, but it's like I love that we win it, but we could do so much better. And I think against harder competition, like with the plays we running right now, we go into Minnesota, we getting dragged. With the plays we running right now, we getting dragged if we go to Minnesota. You know what I mean? So I just want us to get better, and I'm not convinced on him at all. So he needs to show me a lot more.
Well, here's the problem: we can't fire him. We're not the Jets. We're not going to fire the coach in the middle of the coordinator in the middle of the season after winning 3 games in your NFC South division that you're now first place. I do understand what y'all are saying because I've said the same thing too. Okay. But again, the man obviously is working with Kurt. They're getting together. They're gelling. I mean, look, we've won 3 games. Let me ask you, in the Falcon history that you've been a fan, how many times have you saw your team win a game in overtime with a go-ahead touchdown? Not a go-ahead field goal, a go-ahead touchdown.
Oh, see, I mean,
hold on, go back one comment, John, and I'll address that after y'all do this.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Oh,
My bad.
Okay. Yeah, I'm I was gonna talk to Toddy about that one too.
Yeah, bro. We not. Come on, man. Like, this is what I'm saying. I love that we winning. We're winning. Yes, I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm ecstatic. But we are winning. Every team we have played except for Pittsburgh and Philly. And I think even Philly had some key people out. But every team we've played has been beat up. Like most of their starters are out, and we're barely winning. Like let's not act like we got a nice offense. We have been the product of coming up lucky against beat up teams, man. If we play teams at full force, I don't know if our record will be what it is.
We weren't in full force. I mean, we've got our center who's not even playing. We have Newsel. Last I checked, we have.
Understand that, but they have. Look at the Saints. Most of their team is hurt.
Yeah, and the Saints held us with no offensive touchdowns. We beat them with a special teams touchdown and a defensive touchdown. We have
my point exactly.
But again, when you're playing in this football season, this team has won games in different areas of the ball than otherwise than in 2016. Because in 2016, we were front runners. Let's be honest. That's what we were. If we got you the lead, you couldn't beat us because we were sending the dogs. This team has made enough plays to win games. I'm not going to crap on that. The Eagles, they had a chance to beat us. They didn't beat us. That's on them. The Saints, we've already just went over that. The Buccaneers, we went toe-to-toe with them. Yeah, they would hit us with a shot. We hit them back with a shot. And then the Panthers, I'm giving credit for one reason. I said, Raheem, this is the kind of game that Falcon teams tend to lose. You're coming off big wins, you're feeling yourself, and you'll have a letdown. We survived that first half. We took the lead, and then we won the game. I'm not going to criticize our offensive coach Now, our defensive coach, I sure want to talk about that because, our pass rush is non-existent. That, to me, is more the issue than a screenplay being called. Because when I look at our offensive, when I see a screenplay the way you guys are talking about the receiver, I'm with you. But a running back, I have no problem seeing a screenplay. And besides, Bijan's also been doing really good in pass protection, where he's picking up the blocks. I mean, look, homeboy even tried to sacrifice himself against Vea. Let's also remember that too. That was, even though he had no shot at that, he at least put the effort in. So that's what I'm saying, man. This team is doing stuff that we have not seen the other teams do before.
And hey, before anybody else says anything, guess where we are defensively?
Mm-hmm. What's that? Go ahead.
32, probably.
Nope.
No. We're 15th.
That's nuts.
We're 15th.
That's nuts.
And see, thing is, we're 15th without a pass rush.
And without a run.
See,
we rank so high with our pass cover. That's why we're 50. We saw it run defense and we saw it pass rush.
Hey, and thing is now passing defense.
It has to be we're that high. The only way we're that high is they taking into account that big play that no team has been able to get big plays on us. That has to be the only way we're that high.
Well, it's a combination.
Defenses.
It's a combination of passing defense. Okay, as far as passing defense, we're 9th. Rushing defense, we are yards per attempt, we're 13th. Touchdowns, we're 8th. Rushing defense, let me see, out of 27 attempts, excuse me. Let me see, out of 194 attempts, we rank 27th. Yep. Out of 856 yards, we rank 25th. So it's the passing defense that's really helping us.
Yeah.
It's really the passing defense is really helping us. But the thing is, the combination of the two got us above halfway. So, just a little bit more, and we'll be top 10 without a pass rush.
That's crazy.
Now, if we had a pass rush, this defense, what y'all think? Top 10?
Yeah. Easy.
This is what I've been saying, and I know Winston has said the same thing. I know a couple guys have said the same thing. It's not so much we don't have a pass rush. Well, yes, I'll take that back. We don't have a pass rush. But we could have a pass rush if they would just run the correct scheme. That's the point. The reason why the teams are running on us and we're not getting no pass rush is because our defensive linemen, and I'll say it again, I've been saying it 1,000 times, I'll say it again. Our defensive linemen are way too light to be in the 3-4. The offensive line that we're playing is pushing them back and then getting into the second level. Once the offensive lineman hit that second level, I mean, that's a 5 yard, 6 yard to carry. I mean, there's why teams are getting 5 to 6 yards to carry average on us. It's because their offensive line is hitting the second level. And until they change that, that's only going to get worse or stay the same or get worse. So,
think about it. And like I was telling this dude earlier today. Okay, he was like, "Yeah, we perfect for a 3-4." No, we're not. We didn't make any changes to fit a 3-4 scheme. We have a 4-3 personnel. We're just happening to be running a 3-4, but our personnel is built for a 4-3.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like it should be Grady and Onyemata at tackle, Harrison at the end, and Judon at the end. And then you put Lamb in the middle, Alice on one edge, and
Sorry.
Anderson on the other. And then you play your full across the back. Like you're built for a 4-3. If you did that, the run defense will show up. You have actual viable help on rushing that'll help Judon. Because what Judon needed somebody to flush a quarterback from the other side. If we had Trice had played this year, it'd been entirely different. Trice ain't gonna give you a whole bunch of sacks. That ain't his game. He'll just give you a whole bunch of pressure. And when he give you that pressure, Judon will clean it up on the other side.
Let me ask y'all this. Oh, go. Sorry, Winston. Go ahead, Winston. Go ahead, Winston.
Good.
I want to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
With our personnel, could we zone blitz effectively?
Yeah, because we have speedy backs, absolutely. That's but here's the problem. Yes and no. And the reason why I say that is in a 3-4 to effectively zone blitz is basically the same as the run defense. You need your big guys up the middle to clog up holes. You need your big guys on the line, to take two defenders so that your linebacker can shoot the gaps, so that your safeties or whatever you're blitzing, your cornerbacks, if it's a cornerback blitz, they can shoot straight in because they're being occupied by that big beefy guy on the line. But because we have light in the ass people on the line, they're just pushing them out of the way and doing whatever they want to do. That's the problem. But you will get more. But the times we do get pressure is by blitzing, but then that creates other problems because again we're too light in the ass, so they're picking most of the blitzes up, and the ones that get through, the quarterback is scrambling out of the way because the lanes don't have what's the word I'm looking for?
Ain't no space.
Yeah, ain't no. Yeah, good. Thank you, Winston. Ain't no spacing. So there, the quarterback prime example is Baker was it Baker Mayfield? No. Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket, ran for what 30 yards because everybody's pushed to the side. So that's the problem we're going to continue to run into until they either beef up the line, which they're not going to do this year, or switch out of that 3-4 scheme. Unfortunately, we're going to have to score more points than the team we're playing. That's what's going to have for us to go deep into the playoff. We're going to have to score more points.
And I'm gonna point out another thing too that a lot of people are missing. With us running this 3-4 scheme, if you really pay attention to it, we're not even running that correctly. We have our down linemen running a gap and a half responsibility. If you really watch, they're running gap and a half responsibility. It's not working because it's too much. For one, you're too light. You're too light to be anchoring a 3-4. And then you want me to cover a gap and a half. So when they come and double team me, which they actually going to do, I'm gonna get pushed out of the way. I'm gonna get washed in every time. Like
which is going to create a huge hole. Which is look at those holes, Chuba or whatever, Kuba, whatever the hell his name is. Look at those holes he had to run through because they're just getting washed. They're getting pushed to the side.
I'm gonna tell you how bad it is in all actuality. Carolina, from the start of the season to this point of the season, they only have one original starter that was on the field on Sunday when we played them. That offensive line was majority made up with second and third string on player, and they will open up tunnels for Chuba to run through.
Highways.
Come on, man! Like this ain't it. This
It,
ain't it.
it ain't. It ain't.
Now this into a 3-4. I mean a 4-3. Too
Me
small.
personally, I want to see a 4-2-5, but that's me personally.
Huh? Because and the reason why I was asking that is because one thing that I used to see about Pittsburgh, and I have to remember what you guys are talking about now. One thing I used to see that Pittsburgh used to do when they, started or became famous for their zone blitz was they had some defensive line. They had some real defensive linemen. They had a nose tackle. They had people on both sides of them that could crush the pocket, and they had some hellified linebackers so that if they put everybody on the line of scrimmage, you didn't know where it was coming from. One of the defensive linemen or one or two of the defensive linemen may drop back into pass coverage or drop back off the line, and your linebackers coming in there. Your linebackers were solid enough to where they could, take advantage of holes or push people back and create a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And like Winston just said, that was one of the things that everybody was talking about that we should have been able to take advantage of was the fact that Carolina's line was patchwork, like a quilt. Hey, Ron, go ahead, sir.
But the difference between Pittsburgh players and our players, I've been saying it. We don't go after those players that got that pit bull mentality in them. We go after those players that the nice guys. It's a bit different. What Pittsburgh got, wait a minute, coach. What
I got
Pittsburgh
you.
got and what we got. We got those nice guys. What they say about nice guys finish last.
True. But I will say this.
Winners
You don't
fuck the prom queen. Oh, sorry.
the good thing about a 3-4 though, Ron, is you don't really need and follow me now. You don't really need your defensive line to be killers. You don't really need them to be dogs. You don't really need them. They're play in a 3-4. Their role, their place is simply just to clog up holes. Like
Okay.
in the 3-4, it's all about your backs.
Right.
They're generally the ones that are going to do the damage.
I'm with you on that. But once again, how long Pittsburgh been running that scheme?
Yeah, but look at the look at the number that Pittsburgh will always keep. They will always keep a predominant pass rusher, and they will always keep it's either another outside linebacker or a middle linebacker that's a dog. They will always keep it. It's like Baltimore. Almost every draft, you will always see Baltimore draft a cornerback.
Right.
They will always draft a cornerback. They'll draft a cornerback, and maybe they'll get a safety, or it's every other 2 years they'll get a safety.
And don't forget, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, they get those tackles, those D tackles that everyone's talking about. Because here's what I brought this up on my show: is it a scheme problem or is it a player problem?
It's a scheme problem.
No, guys. I'm throwing it out there. Then let me just say what I'm going to say. All right, I think it is a scheme problem because I've heard everybody talk to me about it and everything. And also I'm thinking you need to eventually look at the guys because the guys we have. I mean, look, even the comments said it. Zoe Carter couldn't bring down Andy Dufresne or Red Rocket, Red Rooster, whatever you want to call him. Opie. All right. They couldn't even bring down Opie. He ran for 30 yards. Everybody's running on us when it comes to the quarterback scramble. And that to me is where we have to, or Raw maybe needs to take a page out of Dan Quinn's book by maybe telling Jimmy Lake, hey, step aside. Let me show you how it's done. Because that's what Dan Quinn did in the 2016 year. And with Richard Smith, and when he did that, did a better job in their defenses.
Right.
And I get that. Hell, Judon got beat back by a backup tackle game. Dude, come on,
they had a quilt out there.
They
They had a
were
quilt.
holding.
But this is that is exactly what being Winston is saying, because opposing offensive lines don't have to double team, triple team, or whatever, our nose or whoever on our defensive line. They can have their way. They are literally having their way with our defensive line. For a 3-4 to be effective, you need everybody on that line, especially the one in the middle, to be damn near 340, at least 340. I'll be happy. Like I told Winston yesterday, I'll be happy with a 320 plus guy on the line. We ain't even got that.
But you
like Grady 288, Judon 2. I forgot what he is. Like we ain't even hitting 300.
I'm out of like 308.
Then you got Judon 308.
No, Grady the guy under 300. He came in the lead at.
Oh, he's 300 now. Oh, okay.
I mean, not Judon. I'm like 308. It ain't that much different, but it still ain't. It ain't enough. It is not enough. It's too light. It's too light.
Yeah, think about it. Vita Vea 350. See what I'm saying? Like that's the type of dudes you need on this line to be running what we running, and it just ain't gonna happen.
But you also need a pit bulls off of the leash too. You need those. You need somebody that will tell that offensive lineman, "Hey, I will slap the shit out of you." You need one of those. You need those dogs.
Yeah.
You need them. Look at Pittsburgh. Look at Baltimore. They got those dogs. We don't got no dogs besides Grady and Matt Judon.
But I will say this:
them as dogs, but the breed.
But also the difference.
The breed of dog is what's in question.
Right.
Also, the difference between a team like Pittsburgh and Atlanta is Pittsburgh generally hires proven people. We keep getting these first. We keep giving. We want to be the test dummies and getting these first timers on every aspect, on every level, and that shit just ain't working.
But they got to start somewhere.
Nah, they'll start somewhere else.
Well, Ron,
I want some proven
before I
guys
say anything, I want to welcome El Jefe.
Hey,
what's up, Keely?
What's up, Keely?
Welcome Keely in.
Good evening, fellas.
How you doing, bro?
Good evening.
Oh, we got a full panel, Georgia. Oh, I'm ready to start some shit.
But yeah, that's right. It's
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we will get to that enemy. We will get to that enemy in the minute. But see, I'm trying to pull up because Raheem Morris had a press conference today, and they asked him some questions about the defensive line, and he spent a lot of time talking about the almost sacks that we almost had Sunday. And the impression that I'm getting from what it was that he said, that he's satisfied with what he's seeing. Okay.
Oh boy, we're in trouble.
Yeah. He from what I'm hearing, he's satisfied with what he's seeing because they finally put Ruke Ororo in. What was his first game action? Was it Tampa Bay game?
His first game was when we played Tampa Bay, and I was gonna say that dude. I went back and watched some film footage of him. That dude has high defensive lineman IQ. That he was doing some things that he won't get credit for it on the stat line, but he was doing some things that are high IQ things for a defensive lineman. Like I was very impressed once I went back and broke down some film because I did it for class Tuesday. Bro, I broke down some film with him. Dude, that boy's why is he on the bench is beyond me.
Yeah, because I saw a breakdown on YouTube that someone did on him, and everybody that's watched him seems to be very impressed with him.
Mhm.
But now I still need some tractor trailers. I'm sorry, I need some tractor trailers and some dump trucks so that your linebackers can have a ghost of a chance on a blitz, because that run and that pass that Andy Dalton threw was after we had sent the house. I think, how many did we send that time when Andy Dalton ran for that 30-yard run? We sent about 8 or we sent about 9.
Yeah, we sent two. I believe we sent the cornerback and a linebacker. Plus
And dead to right. And missed the
and
fucking
he
pass.
and they just pushed him aside like a nice breeze, like a leaf in the wind, and he just ran straight down our throat. And it's if you look, it's always the middle of the field is wide open because again, the offensive line is getting into the second level. That's the issue.
Yeah, because now Red, I'm trying to think. Somebody had a hand on Andy Dalton and he slipped out, right?
Yeah,
that was
he had him.
Carter.
He had him, and
Carter.
he damn just who was it?
Carter.
Yeah, Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
man, you can't miss sacks like that, because like what Coach was saying, if that was a playoff game or one of these good teams, and you got a chance to put that quarterback on his ass, and you fluke like that, you see what happened. Man ran down the field. It was a big game. When you got a chance to get home, you got to make the play. That was the only play that just really
But
pissed
the
me off.
reason he didn't get it is because he was out of position. That's the problem.
Hey, Red. Hey, what's Lorenzo Carter number?
I thought it was 0.
And that's exactly what he worth on the field.
Damn right.
You said it, not me.
We go back to
I've been saying this last year.
We got some of the wrong
man,
guys.
that play right there. I mean, that's not Mahomes or Lamar Jackson. That was Andy Dalton. You let Andy Dalton pull a Mike Vick on you, Mr. Zero. Get off the field.
That's what I said. Like now, but watch this. If we went to a 4-3, Carter would become a rotational piece. He wouldn't be starting. He's not gonna give you nothing in the pass rush game.
No, he's not.
Definitely didn't give us nothing on that play.
Nothing in the pass rush. Huh?
And he be talking that big talk. Like, see, I don't like guys. I hate players that try to talk big talk, want to act mean, want to build up the muscles. But dude, you don't make no plays. If you don't make no plays, I don't care how big you are, how many weights you lift, all that stuff don't mean nothing. Make some freaking plays.
He's not going to be able to because they are out of position. They're not integrity. That's the word I was looking for. They're not able to keep their lane integrity. So he's not going. Everybody's going to be out of position trying to. That's why when Judon comes, if y'all notice, in order for Judon to get in the backfield, Judon got to go way. He got to do a huge curl, which he's fast enough to do, but he has to do a huge curl around the end to try to get the quarterback. And then because there's no lane integrity, what happens? The quarterback just steps up into the pocket or either takes off like Andy Dalton did. I mean, it's so horrible to watch. And I said this to Winston yesterday. I don't understand how you're paid to do this and you can't see it. Like, there's no way you don't see this. There's no way.
Yeah, man.
And Jimmy Lake don't have too many fans, right?
Go ahead, John.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Red, what were you saying?
No, I just said Jimmy Lake don't have too many fans right now.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, Winston. I was about to do something else, but go ahead, Winston.
Like, man, I put it to you like this: if we switch to a 4-3, which majority of the team is acclimated to, majority of the team is used to, if we switch to a 4-3, we could really get, those people that we drafted, we could get them on the field. Dorless will be able to play. Root will get more playing time. Then this draft will actually count for something. Out of this draft, the only person that Bertrand got some playing time because Landman was out, Landman and Troy was out, and Root just starting to play. He done played the last 2 games.
I hadn't noticed him. I hadn't noticed him at all. Winston.
Who, Root?
I have.
Oh no,
Oh, I have.
Root flashing, but he's on the plan. He's on the plan like 13 to 16 plays a game, and that's
All right.
That's because the type of players that you drafted doesn't even fit this scheme. They're not 3-4 players.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
why I probably hadn't noticed
not a
him.
3-4 player. Trice is not a 3-4 player. Huh?
I say that was exactly what you're saying is right because you don't even know when the guy's on the field. The fitness system.
All these players came out of 4-3 in college. I'm an Oregon fan. We ran a 4-3. We ran a 4-3. We played against Washington. That's where Brandon Trice came from. They ran a 4-3 hybrid.
Right. I agree.
And then,
I don't know what Jimmy Lake doing.
Clemson ran a 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then sometimes they'll float between the 4-3 and the 3-4, but predominantly they're a 4-3 team.
To me, man, you can't run a 3-4. You cannot run a 3-4 defense unless, like I know I'm probably repeating some of the things y'all said early, but you can't run a 3-4 defense unless you got a solid nose tackle. Your linebackers can't be trash like ours, and your defensive backs. Well, our defensive backs on straight, but dude, we don't have the defensive line personnel and the linebacking personnel for a 3-4. We just don't.
We don't at all. At all. Like, all right, look, like Tyler said, with Bertrand, he is small. He's small as hell for a linebacker, for an NFL linebacker. Like Bertrand ain't gonna get up the size for like another year and a half. That's just
what's up with the fact? Why do they keep doing that? They just what is it about them that they love these undersized players, man? All
because
this speed and fuck the speed. I want somebody with I want a big motherfucker with some beef on.
Because they fast, but
fast don't mean nothing if you ain't making the plays.
It doesn't mean nothing in a 3-4. I mean, you know what I mean? Like we're drafting players that are meant for 4-3.
Yeah.
So when he can't get off of blocks consistently enough because he's too small for it. He's not. He's too small for NFL strength.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But if you put him in a 4-3 defense, which would keep him cleaner, he'd be more effective.
Yeah.
Your defensive line that you drafted this draft will be more effective in a 4-3 defense. I don't know why they was enamored with a 3-4, especially in the NFC. How many NFC teams you really see run a 3-4?
Right. Now, did he run that? Did he run that at college? Or did Jimmy Lake run that at college? And he just loved his own defense? What?
He ran a 4-3.
What?
He ran a 4. It was a 4-3 hybrid. But they started the game off in 4-3, and then they would, they mix in 3-4. Same thing like when Trice was there, they would mix in a 3-4, but predominantly wise it was a 4-3.
Okay, well Jimmy Lake, all right, man, you're gonna get yourself fired because the offense is strength, but we're not gonna let the defense hold us back. Keep on, buddy. You're gonna get yourself fired.
Man. Raheem fine.
Red. Now we number 15th in defense this week now. And see, thing is that we are seeing, us here on the panel. All right, even and most of us were surprised that we were that high. Most of us were surprised even when we were, that we were that high because see, when I asked the question, everybody was saying 25th, 28th, 30th. And then when I said
Oh, I
15,
ain't think we were that low. The lowest I probably would have said was 18. That's probably the lowest I would have said.
yeah. Now, thing is that just like I said on C-Dub show, and I'm going to repeat that. Is it the situation or is it the visual of people getting loose running for 30 yards? Okay. The visual of a running back dragging dragging a linebacker 5 or 6 yards by himself, not with the aid of folk pushing him, but just the visual of that. That makes that really gets under our skin. Now I know it does mine. I know it does mine because the first thing I'm thinking, somebody too light in the behind. Somebody need to be going to eating at Waffle House.
As a defensive guy, I can promise you it irks me. I'd rather see a 80-yard bomb than a 15, 20-yard run all day long. I can't stand the fact that we get run on the way we do. It pisses me off to no end.
Yeah, I'm with you because that shows you that shows what kind of toughness you got inside. You getting bullied, you getting pushed off the ball. You ain't got no type of heart right there. That shows you what type of heart you got. You can't keep allowing guys to constantly push you off the ball.
Run defense. I'm gonna tell you, run defense is just like blocking. It's want to. I refuse to allow you to beat me. That's all run defense is. It's a mentality. I refuse to allow you to beat me.
I just posted some on my page, on my Facebook page. And somebody go on my Facebook page. You can grab the visual I put on there. But I just posted something that's about the run defenses, and I'm asking, where are we at? Because we should be one of the top run defenses in the NFL, and we're not. And that's a problem right there. That's a problem.
Hey, hold on. Let me answer on this question real quick. So, all right. So, Wallace said you can't run a 3-4 defense to start the run. You have both of the safety playing deep. Well, Wallace, you have to keep both of the safety deep because you don't have no pass rush.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Like
Wallace. You would know that if you stop watching them damn cartoons.
You have to keep safety deep because otherwise you could get burnt over the top. Because we don't have any pass rush and we don't have any run defense.
And so also, that's how we don't break
into the box. They can hit you with a play action. They're going over the top.
Right. And also, if your safeties are the ones stopping the run, you're doing it all wrong anyway.
Right.
Your safety shouldn't be the one stopping the run, bro.
Oh my God. Tell them, coach. That's what I say. Simmons and Bates, they got too many damn tackles, man. They got too many. They doing too much tackling. You know what I'm saying? Because that means the running backs are getting to the third level of our defense. And that's a problem. That's probably you can't consistently have. Do you know why that is, Red?
Do you know why they're getting to the third level? Because the offensive line is getting to the second level.
Yeah, everything is awesome.
That's right. That's right. Sing it, C-Dub. That's right.
All right.
Now sing that song on the press conference next week.
I'm gonna be singing the song too.
Now I want to take a look.
Come back to me.
Let's take a look at what Carolina did last week. Now, they had 3 attempts for 21 yards out of, and I guess this is an aggregate total for Andy Dalton. Okay, he got 21 yards. Chuba Hubbard, 18 attempts, 92 yards.
Chuba Hubbard.
Now, and I wanted to swing this to this. And it's going to be the same question we've been asking. Bijan Robinson, 15 attempts, 95 yards, 2 TDs. Tyler Algier, 18 attempts, 105 yards, 1 TD. Now,
y'all already know what I think. So.
Even though even though Bijan knocked him a couple of folks over going into the end zone on his first touchdown,
That was look.
that Tyler Algier run,
Which one? For the 18 yards?
the one where he
That
was
one.
dragging folk, wouldn't go down,
Exactly. The one where he had the whole
lugging.
team. The
For
whole
the
team
18
was on his
yards.
back.
Now,
John,
man,
that's called heart. That's all
Right.
that is. It's called heart.
man,
That means 1 hour running backs don't have none.
I can't say that. I can't say that
and
because
see,
look at Bijan's second touchdown. He ran through like 3 people.
That was because he had
yeah.
a full
Oh, that was
speed.
his second touchdown, or was it his first?
Yeah, that was the
He
second one.
winded back for
Oh,
he
second,
thought
okay.
that hoping it. So he said, let me get this speed up. But most of the hard work was already done for
Got
him.
2 good running backs.
If
That's
you
the problem
look
with
at it
that.
though, Bijan technically had 3 touchdowns on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta hold his play.
Yeah.
He did good fantasy wise.
Well, and I'm
Go ahead,
still now y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still not convinced Bijan has ever ran wide open top speed.
I'm not
I
with you.
don't think so either.
He haven't yet.
That's what I'm waiting on, John. That's what folks keep telling me. All this big time player that we hearing about when the running back on the team is making the plays for us is the one we drafted 2 years ago. When B. John gonna start making some plays to make us say, "Oh,
Why can't
Yeah,
they both be okay?
it might be just me. It might be just me, but it just looks like he hasn't. I have not seen him stretch out that like the old folk used to say. When when a person is stretched out, I mean, running like one of those when you see them dogs wide open, where the front legs is the back legs is coming over the head and the front legs is in the back. I mean,
That's because he's looking to do some type of move. See, Bijan is a finesse runner. Tyler Algier is a power runner. Tyler Algier goes full blast because he's looking to run somebody over. Bijan doesn't go full blast because he's looking to cut or juke or something like that. They both have their place, but I want to see him one time. I want to see him go full force. But he's a finesse player. So
now, you see what Tidy done wrote down here.
Yeah, let me say this though.
Thank you.
Because what a lot of people are failing to understand, even though Andrew is a great back, he's a great back. But teams would play Tyler Algier entirely different if Bijan wasn't on field. If all they have to worry about is Tyler Algier at all times or whatever, he would not be sitting there. I mean, like, he would still get yarded. Don't get me wrong. He still would get yarded. But they would just play him entirely different. Like, Bijan teams are actually loading up the box to stop Bijan. They're not doing that with Algier. They're releasing him.
They might start with.
They stand with the set.
And by the way, hold on.
If you actually sit there and look at it, when Bijan is on the field, 9 times out of 10, there's an 8th man in the box where he's playing hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
He's close to the line of scrimmage. They're loading the box to stop Bijan.
Yeah.
Right. Which is why they should run and use him as a decoy a lot more often than what they do. I'm with you, Winston. They absolutely do that. But that's why it makes it utterly stupid people know when Bijan is in the game who's basically getting the ball. Like they are looking at it like 8 out of 10 times this is going to Bijan. So they stack the box. He needs to be used as a decoy a lot more than he is. Absolutely.
And I agree with that too. But at the same time too, you have to look at it at the grand scope of a game. Excuse me. The way that they're utilizing Bijan early is allowing the pay call for Algier to get off later on. See what I'm saying?
Same thing they did with Dunn and Duckett.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm with you.
Same thing. It's also the same thing Arthur Smith did with CP and Tyler Algiers' rookie year. That's why Tyler was able to show out like he did. You remember, I'm talking about his rookie. Remember his rookie year when he was splitting time with CP Patterson?
Yeah,
yeah, him,
not really though,
CP,
Red. Not really though, because
Huntley.
both of those are
CP
power
got
runners.
hurt.
It's really more of a Dunn Duckett thing, because Duckett was our finesse back and Duckett was our power back. They would start the game off giving the ball to Dunn a lot to soften the defense up, and then Duckett would just be a bulldozer and just knocking people's heads off.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the game.
That's
Those
under.
were the days when we didn't have no receivers.
But then again, now Warwick Dunn thought he was 260 pounds.
Yeah.
See, now
Judge, why you run like that, Judge? And then when he get hurt, he be so surprised, Judge. He like,
yeah.
where
I
did
mean,
injury
man,
come
that
from?
joker would duck his head and run into the line like the rhino. just bam, and then.
But John,
Hey, Judge, didn't kill
John, I tell you what, the defense got tired of hitting him too. He brought a lot of pain when he ran.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now I admit that, but man, I thought they were gonna cart him off the field dead.
The defense got tired.
Come on, son.
Single lady with no home, man. Yeah, dumb, crazy, man.
Yeah, and now with Duckett, and see, I remember. Let me see, who was it? Might have been Dunn and Duckett when because he used to use Duckett and Ironhead down at the goal line.
Remember, it was the DVD offense.
Obi Mahaley.
Duckett, Vic, and Dunn.
No, it was before Obi Mahaley came.
Obi didn't get here till it was, I think,
2011
second year. It was Turner. Maybe
Well,
it was
Hayward.
No,
Hayward wasn't
he
here.
was. Obi was here 2010 because he made all pro 2010. So
Okay.
I think he might have got here 2009. I think it was the year after Turner arrived.
Yeah, Obi didn't play with me. I don't think.
Yeah,
No, he didn't get here till like 2009 or 2010.
But the other fullback we're talking about, you're saying Haywood?
See, Ironhead and Duckett were together. If I remember correctly, Ironhead and Duckett were together.
You talking about like the Ironhead Hayward?
Yeah.
Hayward? No, Craig was in the 90s.
Yeah, Craig was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Mid-90s. He was gone long before Duckett got here.
That's why I'm like trying to question, because I don't.
Wait. Who was that?
I think he had probably passed away.
Excuse me. That might have been Jamal.
2000.
Jamal was a Super Bowl year in 98.
No, they were here. Hold on. Jamal came.
Jamal was a Super Bowl year in 98. He got hurt in 99.
Hold on now. Let me look.
I thought Jamal was on the team like for a year or two before the Super Bowl.
I think he was.
Yeah,
I was saying he came in 96. It was either 96 or 97.
Before the Super Bowl, yeah, he was on the team a couple of years before the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl year was his breakout year. The 98 was when he rushed for 2,000. And then he held out, and then the next year he got hurt against the Cowboys on what was Monday Night Football.
Yeah. He held out the same year he got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The next year after the Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
Now he came. Let me see. We got him in 94. We got Jamal in 94. And
no, that's Craig Hayward in 94.
Yeah, it was Jamal and Craig. It was Jamal and Ironhead in 94.
You sure?
Oh, Ironhead. Remember that commercial?
Because
what was his name?
I think they came. Jamal came after him, I think. No, all right. So
no,
Jamal,
he came in 94,
but he didn't play. He only had 2 rushing attempts for -1 yards in 94.
Now I'm looking at Pro Football Reference. He had 183 attempts and 779 yards and 7 TDs in 94.
I'm looking at Jamal Anderson's stats. And
Oh, you're looking at Jamal. Okay.
Yes. So at 94, he had 2 rushing attempts for -1 yards in 94.
Okay.
95, he only had 39 attempts. 96 was the first year he got some decent reps. He broke 1,000 yards in 96.
Because Ironhead broke 1,000 yards in 95.
Keely. It wasn't for much, was it?
What'd you say?
Like them
5'11"
1,000 yards he broke for, it wasn't for much, was it?
It was 5'11", 260-pound Ironhead because he came from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Jamal's first 1,000-yard season. That wasn't for much, was it?
He averaged 4.5 for carry. He had 10.55 in terms of yardage and 5 touchdowns.
It was like what, 1,000 and
Yeah,
it wasn't even. What was
It
it?
was 1,055, 1055. I'm sorry,
Right.
1,055.
I didn't think it was 1,100 yards. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I remember
See,
that.
wait a minute. Let me look. Both of them.
I remember that season. Then I remember the
96.
breakout season.
Okay. They started featuring Jamal over Ironhead because Ironhead had 1,000-yard season
Actually,
in 95.
we're actually both wrong. He came in 07.
Yeah, he came with Bobby Petrino.
Mm-hmm.
He came with Bobby Petrino because that's when they were going to where Bobby Petrino was supposed to have designed and devised an offense for Vic
to the next level.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right. And he
that whole team was built for Vic. They could remember Vic was getting toe up behind the offensive line and everything. Like they had already restructured the offensive line. Everyone, like, what would Bob Whitfield only see out of 1 hour or something? They got him up out of there. They had retooled the line, and then he went to jail, and then Matt Ryan slides right in with the new O-line, all the good, Roddy finally became a 1,000-yard receiver. You got your fullback, you got your all-pro running back. He slid in with the whole retooled offense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
Well, that's why he won the first 5 seasons. Now that explains.
Oh yeah.
The reason he won the first 5 seasons is primarily because of Turner. That is my opinion.
We just ran the ball.
Yeah, that's all we did was just he literally ran Turner into the ground. First, I think he led the league in carries his first year. Then the second year we didn't make the playoffs because Turner got hurt. And then when he's healthy again in 2010, he's all pro again. Leading the league in carries, and we're the number 1 seed. So it was basically, keep in mind is what's your boy name? The guy that runs all his running backs to the ground. Same one who went and drafted Derrick Henry. He was with the Steelers. What's the guy name? He left us.
Mike Mularkey.
Mike Mularkey. Yeah, his offense is just basically run the ball. I think he did at the Jerome Bettis too. I believe he did it everywhere he went.
Yeah. Run the ball, and then what are we doing third? Run the ball.
Yeah, basically.
Might be a little pain.
And he gave Matt Ryan rudimentary passing instructions. You see the man, he shows you his number, throw it to him. Wait until the man shows you his number, then throw it to him.
Hey, can I just say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm not trying to. It's kind of off topic, but it was something it was something that's real funny, right? So you remember it was a couple days ago they started the whole, I think with Doug Stewart or the Two Live Stews, we made the video about comparing Vic versus.
Yeah.
So somebody said Vic never had a better year than any season that Matt Ryan had. So I actually looked it up, and Vic's first year as a starter was better than Matt Ryan's first year in which he won Rookie of the Year. He had less interceptions, he had more total yardage, and he scored more touchdowns.
Cool.
Surprise.
Did you post anything?
No, I left it on that post. I left whatever. I left it right there. I didn't create it. I just thought it was interesting because people paint the picture.
Yeah, you got to be careful now.
That, like Vic was so bad, but we won at a higher percentage during the Vic era than we did in the Matt era. Like,
hey, Keely, you got to be careful though. That is John's boy crush, man. He loves Matt Ryan. He's going to defend Matt Ryan to the end. He will not take Matt Ryan slander at all.
Red. That's sarcasm.
I'm about to say.
Can't you smell that? Can't you smell that? Yeah. That's sarcasm. Oh, okay. I saw your eyes getting big over there. Like you. What?
I'm not gonna start a whole new conversation.
I thought it was somebody else on this panel named Judd. I was like,
see on top of that, you have to be able to smell sarcasm when it's wafting in the air like that.
I'm smelling it back in. I'm not gonna start a big conversation. It just reminded me of that when we were
and I saw that, and I didn't do any research because the thing was that it was getting heated in that conversation anyway. Yeah, I said no, I'm gonna leave it alone. And see, I'm surprised Coach ain't said nothing. I'm really shocked.
Whenever I'm so over talking about that, right? It's like it's and y'all, Keely feel how he feel. John, you feel how you feel. I'm gonna always feel how I feel. So it ain't even. I ain't even gonna say
the beautiful thing about it is that facts don't have feelings. Like, so that's the only thing we can lean on. Like, he said that, there was never a season in which Vic was better, and I pulled the numbers.
I would have never said that. But the facts, since you saying facts don't prompt feelings or whatever, my bad. If I misquoted you, I don't remember what you said. But the
facts don't have feelings. The facts,
right? Facts don't have feelings, right? The fact is, the best quarterback we've had. So most winningest quarterback we've had. So
hold on. Let me challenge that. Because technically, if we're talking about just facts, technically, Vic won a higher percentage of his games than Matt did. So Matt only won approximately like 53% of the games he started, whereas Vic won, I think, like 56%. So if it's just winning
3%, okay.
Yeah.
No,
so
I wanted to.
3% is more. I mean, it's
no. I didn't know that. I was kind of wondering.
How many?
I'm glad you said that. So
how many years? Never mind. Y'all got it.
You're
right. That's what I'm saying. You got it.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, keep it. All right. So I think what people get tripped up on it was that it was such a short career because technically he only started 4 years. 1 year he sat behind Chandler, and 1 year he was hurt. So he sat behind Chandler the first year of the starter. He makes it to the playoffs, just like your boy Matt did in his first year as a starter. Made it to the playoffs. The only difference was Vic went on the road and actually got a playoff win in his first year as a starter.
And that was against Green Bay when
that was against Green Bay, which had never been.
First time Green Bay got beat at home.
Yeah,
he gets hurt. And then
y'all got it. You got it.
Here's what's funny. And then he goes and gets another playoff win
against the Rams.
Here's the thing that's funny. It took Matt his ninth season to get that second playoff win, and he got his in like with 4 seasons as a starter. And
because you know what? Because see, that was a big bone of contention. We were arguing about that. And
when Jim
it was
Moore
taking place. Coach. Yeah, we were arguing about that when it was taking place. And then on top of that, the narrative that really gets me about Michael Vick is that he couldn't read defenses. He couldn't throw. He was less efficient than Matt Ryan. And my counter to that is always, how does a man throw 177 straight passes without an interception if he's not studying the playbook, and can't read defense.
Here's the thing that people can't explain to me is that if he was such a bad quarterback, how did we win so many games? Like I was watching like a throwback game where he only had 95 yards, right? In the game, he was 10 for 15 in terms of passing yards. But we rushed for 300 and Tampa Bay couldn't stop anything we did.
No,
like we still won games. And people act like if he was so bad, why did we win so many games? Like that's the thing people have to figure out.
If you go back and look at Michael Vick, and he said it. He said he did not really study the playbook or the tape.
But he was that talented. So here's the thing.
He was going after his speed and talent. He was not.
That tells you how much greater he could have been. Right. So the thing is like so Roddy was I don't want to call him trash, but he was not Roddy White yet. Until Joe Horn arrived and he became a 1,000-yard receiver the year after. So he had Brian Finneran, he had
Algie.
Algie was his number one, basically. Algie was his number one.
Algernon.
The receiving options weren't exactly great. We went
Peerless Price.
But here's the thing: Peerless. Keep in mind, Peerless came in when Vic got hurt. So people forget that. Like he didn't play with Peerless that first year, and Peerless was the number 2 in Buffalo, and that was a bad decision, honestly, by the Falcons because Peerless wasn't the number 1. Eric Mose was the number 1,000-yard receiver. Peerless had one good year and a contract year, and the Falcons was like, oh, even though he had been there 4 years, he balled out in that last year, and the Falcons were like, oh, we can make him a number 1. No.
The day he came down here, Keely, I told my homeboy at the time, I said, I don't like this dude. My homeboy was like, you don't even know him. I said, I watch football. I said, he will not fit in our system.
And coach, and that's not to say that this is not a shot at Matt. This is more so that I think people forget how productive Vic actually was.
Yeah, and Vic
was. Yeah. The difference is Vic. A lot of games we won was off of his legs as well. I would say his legs was, because he would do what he would finish games with like 14 attempts. You know what I'm saying, and like. Less than 100 yards, but we dogged them. You know what I mean? Like it was you had to account for his legs. But I get you,
Coach. Here's my question. The only reason you're right, his legs was a big part of his game. But why weren't the other why wasn't Tyrod Taylor or all these other running quarterbacks as successful at winning as he was? Here's my takeaway.
There's an easy answer for that because he was, although he wasn't technically the first, because you had your Randall Cunninghams, your Warren Moons, your Steve Young. Like
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying there's a lot of mobile quarterbacks that weren't as successful.
Right. But that's what I'm saying is, although he wasn't technically the first because you had those guys, Warren Moon was a runner too.
He wasn't Randall Cunningham.
Like Randall.
I wouldn't say he was a running quarterback. I would say he was
Byron Leftwich
quarterback. He's a threat quarterback. He's capable of running.
My God.
Yeah.
Runner.
Now Warren Moon.
Here's my takeaway.
Warren Moon was Dan. Hey, Coach, you know Dan Marino, right? Well,
Warren Moon had an arm. He had an arm.
But Warren Moon would run. But I didn't even finish what I was saying with it, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. What I was saying was that I was making it clear because I know somebody was going to jump in the comics and say these people. What I'm saying is Vic was the first to do it, but he really wasn't the first to do it because there was people before him that did it. But Vic was the first that the NFL had that seen that was that talented, that fast as a quarterback. So by the time your Tyrod Taylors, your Steve Youngs, your everybody, all those people came into the league, that had already been seen. So people knew how to somewhat stop it or slow it down. Vic was so he was so
Steve Young.
Steve Young what?
What were you saying about Steve Young? Because
Steve Young was also a runner too.
Oh no, Steve. Now Steve Young came before Michael Vick.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was making a disclaimer because I was saying Vic was the first to do it. I was making a disclaimer that I know technically he wasn't, because you had your Randall Cunninghams, your Warren Moons, your Steve Youngs that did it before him. That's what I was saying.
Coach, let me add some context. So, because I don't want it to be as simple, because so I was on YouTube, and sometimes they'll show throwback games, and it'll just basically be like the full game without the commercials, right? So that Falcons Tampa game, and I'm sitting there watching it, and there wasn't any, like when Vic was taking off, it was an easy 10 and 11 yard game. There wasn't anyone in the box. So it's not like people were like, if you knew he couldn't pass, everyone would be in the box. But he would get a good 8-9 yards before anyone touched him or was in range of touching him on a lot of those plays when he was scrambling. The thing that I think that I noticed in that was that Tampa Bay was constantly in conflict, because he was accurate enough for them to respect him throwing the ball.
So, absolutely.
They were constantly in conflict. And that's all I saw. The Tampa defense was just like, whoa,
too far up. That arm.
Now, Keely, who was the head coach? That Tampa Bay game that you saw, who was the coach?
I forgot. I know Chris Sims was the quarterback that game.
Raheem Morris?
No. Was it Dan Reeves? Was it Dan Reeves or Jim Moore?
It was Jim Moore. It was 2006. It was Jim Moore.
Okay.
2006. No, maybe.
Yeah, it was Jim Moore. It was a Tampa home game. I think he only threw for like 95 yards. But in that game,
it could have been Raheem.
But what happened was him, and like when I tell you, it looked so easy the way Dunn was gashing them, and the way Vic, like everyone would go downfield, and then Vic would just trail out the back and take off running. Like it looked so easy. Tampa Bay defense was in constant conflict. And I was
because again, it was never seen before on the scale that Vic was doing. That's why it worked. But anyone who said like Vic didn't have an arm or wasn't good throwing the ball is nuts, because I'm from DC, so we would get Virginia Tech games all the time. And I remember right before the draft, I don't know if any of y'all seen it. Maybe you can look it up on YouTube. But Vic threw the ball straight in the air, straight up about like 60 yards, which is apparently like extremely hard to do. I don't know. I was never good at throwing the ball, but he threw it straight up in there to show like the strength of his arm. And I remember that just was like the huge thing in the whole DMV area for the longest, was how strong his arm. Like he will flick the ball and it'd be an 80-yard pass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
he was a number one pick for a reason. Like he was a number one pick for a reason. Like you don't like. They didn't believe you had it you could throw the ball in the NFL, you wouldn't have been taken number one overall. Like they didn't think you could complete passes. I'm talking about the best of the best scouts, evaluators, whatever. If they did not think Vic could complete passes in the NFL, he would not have been drafted number one overall. So I think people just keep selling him short for whatever reason. I don't know.
Now that national championship game, man, that national championship game wasn't that Virginia Tech in Florida.
But it was really Florida only State. Him though. To be honest with you, it was really only him on that team. Like
yeah. I mean, man, Winston will tell you about that, because
I think his number one receiver, if I'm not mistaken, which is funny because that's my name, but if I'm not mistaken, I think his number one receiver was Andre Davis.
It's just that,
and yeah, outside of that, I don't remember nobody else on that whole team.
But it's just that, keep in mind, that's the Bobby Bowden Florida State era. Like,
right. But that's what I'm saying. He didn't have nobody to go into that buzzsaw. But since we talking about college, no,
not yet. You, not yet. You.
Okay.
Now I want to deal before. Now we can talk about that, but I just want to deal with this comment that Wallace Smith said right here, and I held this comment here because I wanted to deal with this. And he said that Steve Young would always say that if Vic would have studied the playbook, he would be unstoppable. Now, my problem with that is that playbook was requiring him to stand in the pocket behind the smallest, lightest offensive line in football at the time. That man.
No, if I'm mistaken, didn't the coach? Didn't we hire the coach specifically because he said he was going to let Mike Vick just do him?
So who? Wait a minute. What coach are you talking about? Because see, the thing is that Bobby Petrino. I'm trying to think of whether that was Bobby Petrino or
It was Petrino, and that's why when Vic got locked up, that's why he did.
I'm thinking it was Bobby Petrino.
For Vic to actually throw the ball.
I am not coaching no damn Joey Harrington and no damn Byron.
Hold up. Hey, Tonio, man. Hey, brother, man. I'm glad you made it home, man. Like, real talk. I'm glad you made it home. If y'all don't know, Tonio was in the hospital for a minute all week. I'm glad you made it home, brother. Safe.
Oh wow. Man. Hey, well, I didn't know.
I hope you're feeling better.
Hope on. Sending you healing energy, bro. Sending you healing energy.
Yeah.
Now
man,
hop on in here because I know you're a Georgia person too. So get your ass on up in here because it's about to go down soon.
Yeah, I hope you got that handled, man. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Tonio, doggone it, man. Shoot. Well, I don't know any specifics or whatever, but man, good that you did shout out to somebody on the panel or whatever and let them know what was going on. So, hey man, take care of yourself, boss. Ain't but one you. And
absolutely.
John, drop the link. He said drop the link, John.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
But yeah, it was if I'm not mistaken, that was like the pitch that got him hired was he said he was going, and then in interviews Vic said it himself. He was like he took the handcuffs off me. He told me just go out there and play because that was Vic's whole thing. But
because in that offense,
we got to be confusing people because he never played for Petrino. So Petrino never took the cuffs off of him because he never played for Petrino.
Yeah. But the thing was he said that about taking the cuffs off of him because these people, Mara and Greg Knapp, the offensive coordinator,
bad word and cuffs
down in the middle of the season.
Greg Knapp, the offensive coordinator, they didn't have any audibles for Vic. They were doing him just like they were doing doggone Matt Ryan.
With all due respect to and rest in peace to Greg Knapp, but man, ever since T.O. cussed him out on the sideline, bro, like he had never been his career was
that affected him bad. That affected
Tonio.
What's up?
You all right, man?
How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good now that I'm home, man. Sometimes, God, you can get injured in other places and God will show you some other stuff that you need to be paying attention to.
True that, Jack.
They saved my finger, though.
They did?
Yeah, they saved it, man. I've been doing construction work for a long time, man. Cut the same piece of wood 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, and just that day going to work with a fucked up attitude and being pissed off at one of the people that work for you, but throw your whole day off, man.
Yeah, and your attention is diverted.
Yeah.
I've been nah, I'm not giving you the finger, but I'm showing you the finger I had operated on.
Yeah. Okay, it was definitely dangling, bro. Like, and then to get in there, when I got into the emergency room, I was on the job. I was like, I said, you know what? I said, I looked at my finger. I was like, I can't put no Band-Aid on this. And I go to the emergency room and go in there, and the lady took my blood pressure, man. My blood pressure was 229 over 117.
Woo! Oh. Man.
Yeah. That was on the neighbor roof.
Yeah. 229 over 117, and then it jumped up to 241 over 119.
Glad you didn't stroke out, bro. Damn.
And it was like, boy, they said you about to stroke out. So then they gave me some medicine to like bring my blood pressure down. It wasn't working. None of the drugs that it was giving me was working. So that turned into me taking a drip all night, taking my blood pressure every 15 minutes. Now I had some fine ass nurses. Now I give them that.
That's probably why your blood pressure was high.
Yeah, I was gonna say. No, that's probably why I came down.
Yeah, definitely had some fine ass nurses.
Yeah, fish grease hot.
But the one thing I'm gonna tell anybody right now, like I thank God for my little sister, a nurse practitioner. She came up there and she made the people do their job.
I saw the post, man. That was good.
Yeah, she made the people do their job because I was after about the third or fourth day, I was like ready to walk up out of there because I was like, y'all done gave me everything. My blood pressure's still high, and so they started with the chest exams, and they gave me ultrasound on my heart. Then I had to go I took the stress test today, and they said you've been dealing with that so long that the muscle in your heart that pumps your blood is so big and so strong. Like you don't have no blockages or nothing like that. He said your heart is strong, but he's like he said you're not paying attention to your blood pressure because I was on that blood pressure medicine at first that start with the L, the Lipocil or whatever that is.
Lisinopril.
Yeah, Lisinopril that everybody was having a reaction to. And I was on that at first, and I was having a reaction to it. My mom had a reaction to it. My mom had a stroke, and they were talking about because going up through my abdomen and then going to my heart, in case they found something on the stress test. But it was like, dude, just sitting there every day, all day, blood pressure just out of control. And like, having to have that talk with my kids because not knowing, like you never know. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like I just went through, losing my aunt. I lost aunt back to back, and I lost a cousin back to back, all from heart attacks. So it was like, dealing with that and then having to have that talk with them. Like my son, he took it the worst. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, I was like, it ain't time for me to go yet. So you just gotta stay on top of it and get healthy and do what you got to do because I'd rather people be talking about like my cousin said like you trying to have your a lot of men don't want to deal with the fact that okay you deal with blood pressure medicine and you can't get no heart on and stuff like that. Like I'd rather have my heart on than to worry about a heart on. You know what I'm saying?
Might be time for Slim Tonio.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now, Tonio,
like Chris Rock said, I ain't saying this to make no joke, but I'm saying it because he was spot on. Number one killer in black folks, man, is that damn salt. We gotta cut that damn salt out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Across the board.
Tonio could get Slim for the summer. That's what it is.
Yeah. Now, Tonio, prior to this, when was the last time you went to the doctor?
The last time I went to the doctor was like when I got on the Lisinopril was like probably 4-5 years ago. But not really thinking nothing about it. But just it was like you've been walking around like you never know. Like, dude, you was really just walking around. You was like a walking time bomb.
Yeah.
And they said at any given point in time, you could have went.
So here's the thing about it. So look how God, you wouldn't have went if it weren't for your injury, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I
Yeah,
said. God.
that shit is scary, man. I had my aunt, my uncle. First, it was my aunt. Then her husband died the exact same aneurysms. Man, that blood pressure ain't no
Bro,
joke. Both of them
man,
died to an aneurysm.
man, the way God works, man, that injury might have saved your life. That
Yeah.
injury,
That's what I said on Facebook. Like, you'd be surprised how God, you'll get one injury for God to, like, to show you something else. But it was like, man, just sitting up there, like, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'm on the wing, and it's like 2 other dudes done died across the hall from me, and I'm like, man, I said, this shit right here crazy. And then, like, being up all night, and then my mama, how your mama be, like, she stressed out and she worried, but she fussing at you at the same time, and I'm like, mama. And then once my sister got up there, it was like, I tried to warn him. I said, my sister come up here tomorrow, y'all gonna be on y'all damn job. I'm gonna tell you that now. Because as soon as she got up there, she was like, she messing with the machine. She checking my, all my stats and stuff like that. And she talking like with the cardiologist and all of that. And because just to sit up there and not know, like after 3 or 4 days of testing, dude, that shit had me stressed out, worried like hell, bro.
Yeah.
Well, we glad you walking and talking in of sound mind, brother.
Yeah, because after I got huh?
They got your blood pressure managed a little bit better right now.
Oh yeah, right. Like I just checked it when I came in the house. It was like 131. Well, see, what happened when I first got there? This is where the nurse messed up at. They put me on this drip, and they said they knew it was gonna work, and she brought my pressure down from, it was like 219, and it went all the way down from 219 to like 98/58. She brought me down too fast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She brought me down too fast, and it was like I started getting dizzy, and
it was about the cold.
Yeah, and I was like, so while we was there, the lady had called her while she was in there, and she was like, "Do you know what you just did?" And she was like, "Yeah, I tracked him up." And she was like, "No, you shouldn't have did that because you be bottling him out too fast.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
He could have had organ failure and all kind of stuff." And I was like, So I was like, so once she got that, and then she like tracked it back down, and I went back up to like 131 over like 98, and they was happy with it right there. But then by the time the next morning came around, it was right back to right back up to like 221 again, and it was like I'm gonna be doing all these tests, and y'all pushing all these medicines in me, and it's like ain't no doctor came and told me nothing. Like I'm doing all these tests, all this blood work. And it's like I'm sitting up there and I'm like, like just stressing about it. But the shit was scary, bro.
Yeah, man, I can definitely imagine that.
And make you take a lot of things that we take for granted, bro. And we walking around here every day dealing with issues that we don't even know what we dealing with. So I advise all of y'all, that blood pressure and heart disease and all of that, that stuff running my family. So, I advise y'all to get it checked out because you never know, bro. Like, me looking at my finger and worried about my finger on the way to the hospital, not knowing that, nigga, you about to stroke out. Like, real talk about the stroke out. Because as soon as I went in the emergency room, the lady was like, we can't even triage you.
That's what I went through that too. I was supposed to have had a back procedure, and my blood pressure was too high for me to even start the back procedure.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was totally my fault because they had prescribed the Cinepril, but I just hate to take medicine.
Yeah,
and man,
they
they broke me down and said, "Look here, man, you need to take this stuff, or you need to start running and walking every day. Put that pig back where you got it in the stove. Stop taking, because see, I used to love to eat pork steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Love to eat pork steaks, you know, because I like the salty taste or whatever. And man, you look here, you got to stop
That's
that.
salt. Yeah, the salt does it to us, bro.
But that's not that's just it though. My sodium was low.
Oh, okay.
They had to give me potassium while I was in there, like cause my salt was so low. Yep. So between
just stressed out.
Yeah, man, it was like, and what stressed me out was the fact that was stressing me out more than anything is that I you know how you call yourself gonna hire a friend on the job, but you know they so busy trying to be in your pocket, they talking to the homeowner, and you know all behind your back, and they trying to figure out what money is in the job and all this other stuff, and it's like, you know, I'm catching wind of everything that he's doing, and so we had got into it on the job one day, and I was like, dude, you know, like for me to even be having this conversation with you right now is like beyond me. But you know, I said you done did some real slick cutthroat type shit. I mean, if it wasn't for my cousin Calvin, like I was really about to just put my hands on him and just go and just break his ass off on the job because I didn't appreciate, you know, don't do no cutthroat. Like I'm not a cutthroat person, so don't be a cutthroat person to me. But it was like, you know, it was like one of those moments where, you know, and that's what I said when I was already pissed off when I came out on the job on Saturday, and then I was like the only person there on the job trying to go ahead and get the job done. And I get over there, and the first piece of wood I cut, bam. And I was like, you done cut that piece of wood 1,000,000 times. And I looked at, bro, the shit was, when I say it was squirting everywhere, blood was squirting everywhere. It was like,
heart was still pumping. Heart still doing his job. It was pumping.
Yeah, the shit was squirting everywhere. And I wrapped it up and, you know, put some pressure on it and like tied a knot to it, like try to hold it. Because like when I say it was like dangling, it was dangling. Because as soon as I felt the blade hit the bone, I like snatched my hand away. And by the time, as soon as I looked at it, it was like one of them low budget Tubi movies. Where the blood was just squirting out, like it was like somebody was just squirting everywhere. And I was like, man, come on.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Yeah. Hey, man. Oh, but like we all said, man, we just glad
you're all right, man.
Glad you're okay. You know, I hate that had to happen for you to discover what it was that you needed to discover, cause man, but
go ahead and get skinny with Red. Come back looking like Red.
Cause see, from now on, we gonna be in your ass about you taking your blood pressure medicine, about you checking your blood pressure, about you taking care of yourself. And you know, same thing with me and C-Dub and everybody else here, you know, because thing is that, man, you know,
that means he got to stop watching the Falcons.
And you know, I kind of hate that.
More than that, dog. That's all.
I kind of hate that, but you know that's going to be on top of the list because
no more watching them. No more watching the Falcons, bro.
Yeah, they don't show the Falcons game in the old folk homes and in the ER because the Falcons will kill you. They will kill you. But
all the blank will be on trial for murder, man.
Yeah, I mean, but like Chief say, hey man, you know.
You can watch the Falcons, Antonio. You just got to look at it like a comedy. You know, can't look at it as a team. You got to look at it like you watching a comedy movie. Just laugh.
You look at the picture. You look at the picture. A couple pictures I posted when I was in the hospital. You look at the screen. That's what I was watching, the Falcons game. Yeah, it was the only game they had on the TV.
Yeah.
Well, stay away. Make sure you stay away from the TV this weekend too.
Nah, I mean, you're just gonna see us up. Don't worry about it. You can watch it.
Especially
that ain't what
Saturday.
he's talking about, Winston.
Especially Saturday.
He's talking about Saturday, Winston.
And since I can't hold Coach back no more, since I can't keep the reins on him, let's go ahead and discuss this business on Saturday.
I mean, Texas is gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. I hope Georgia wins.
That ain't gonna be no good game, man. We're gonna beat the brakes off them puppies.
Oh, I hope we do. But the way, I mean, I don't put nothing like the way Georgia been playing. They're just like Alabama. It's like any given Saturday. It's like there's no such thing as a juggernaut in college football no more, especially with the money and the portal being open all the time and the transfer portal. There's no more juggernauts in college football, bro.
Oh, there will be. Once these
Stop it.
But once these schools like your Penn States and your USC's and you know, once those schools really start throwing that money out there, oh, they're gonna be juggernauts.
Yes, we still the juggernaut. What you talking about?
I think the thing with Texas, though, man, I think joining the SEC just kind of, it was just all benefit for them, man. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen.
Hold on. Did somebody ask me who our quarterback is? Is that what he said?
It's Quinn.
It don't matter. Whoever it is, gonna get beat.
It's you.
They're gonna get dropped on their ass. Matter of fact, both of them gonna play. We're gonna knock one of them out.
You don't need, and that's the wrong thing you want to do. I was just about to say that. You don't want to see neither one of them, but you damn sure don't want to see the one behind yours.
We don't care about either one of those clowns. We're gonna
all right. You don't have to care, bro. You don't have to care when he put foot in.
We're gonna send little Manny home crying to his uncle saying, "Man, why y'all didn't tell me football gonna be like this?"
Bruh, cut it out.
We're gonna make the little Manny goddamn change sports. He gonna be playing basketball after we put that whooping on his ass.
You understand Georgia fans and players have been saying that for years, and the last time you won was 1984. You understand that, right?
What?
The last time you beat Texas was 1984. You are 5-1 against the Longhorns, bro. We're gonna beat the dog doo-doo out of y'all, literally.
Hold on. In terms of that since 1984, how many times have they played since 1984?
6.
They played 6 times since 1984.
Yeah, we played y'all 6 times in total, and the last time you won was a bowl in 1984.
I just want to make sure we clear the 6 times total we played. So you're saying the first game Georgia Texas ever played was in 1984?
No. I'm not saying that's the first game.
Well, you said all time since 84.
No, I'm saying we've played 6 times total. Period.
Okay. What is 84? What's the significance of 84?
84 was the last time that they won.
How many games have been played by Georgia and Texas since the last time?
I don't know. It's been 6 times total.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So if they've only played twice since 84, then they're basically be like 1-1, right?
I mean, I guess you could say that. I don't
hold on. Figure it out.
Let me look at it.
That's not exactly dominant, because if they've only played twice since 84 and they're 1-1, I know they played when Kirby went the Justin Fields year before he left. They lost in the bowl game, but all the Georgia players sat out that game. So I remember that game against Texas. That was a bowl game. But if you're gonna tell them they haven't that's the only other game they played since 84, then you could stop the.
All right, the last time they played was 2019.
That was the Justin Fields year.
Yeah, Georgia had 21, Texas had 28.
Everybody sat out.
The first matchup was 1949.
Oh my God.
That was the first. That was the first.
I'll answer my own question. Hold on.
They didn't even have helmets back then.
Yeah.
This is crazy. All coach doing is just.
I got you right now. I got it right now. We played 2018, 2019, 1983, 1958, 1957, 1948.
Right. So we really ain't played in the last 4 or 5 years.
Coach, I got a question, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Why did y'all come to the SEC, Coach?
Recognition.
Hey, don't worry, John. They gonna get an answer real soon.
Honestly, I think it was because the Big 12. I think 12 is dying. To be honest with you, I mean, it's really outside of Oklahoma. It was really no one to play. You know what I mean?
Y'all were never going to ever win another national championship unless y'all came to the SEC.
Right.
That's what it was. The chances of Texas ever winning a national championship ever again, that wasn't going to happen because unless y'all move to the SEC.
And that's why I got to tell you right now, Coach, welcome to the big time.
Ain't nobody worried about that, bro. We not that don't the SEC don't hold the weight like it used to. It don't hold the weight.
Wait a minute. Say what?
It don't hold the same weight as it used to.
So who holds the weight now? Who holds the weight now? Who holds the weight?
I ain't saying it don't have. I'm not saying it don't still. It's still not the conference. What I'm saying is like someone just said. I forgot who it was about the powerhouses. It just don't hold the weight like it used to. You know what I'm saying?
So I still ask again, who holds the weight?
It's gonna be Texas. Now.
No, I'm talking about the conference now. I'm talking about the conference.
Oh yeah,
And hold up.
Coach, what conference has the most top 25 teams?
What'd you say?
What conference has the most top 25 teams?
SEC.
SEC.
Okay, so they still the dominant conference,
right? Right. Okay, so maybe I should have said it like this: Alabama don't have the coach that they used to have. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just a little bit weaker now. Maybe I should have said that.
Yeah, it's just not top heavy. It's not just Alabama and everybody else. It's
right. That's a better way to put it. Right.
Coach, you about to see who it is and everybody else on Saturday. You about to face the best. So,
man, cut it out. Y'all, you can't even say that because y'all just lost. So you not the best because you just lost to Alabama.
Who just lost?
Y'all just lost to Alabama.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so y'all just lost to Alabama.
Okay, Alabama just lost to Vanderbilt after us. So that's lost all the way out.
But you said the best. Y'all, you can't be the best because you just got beat.
No, I told you it was one team that ever beat us, and that's Bama. Nobody else can beat us. That's what I told you.
But Ray, in all actuality, with Alabama losing to Vanderbilt, positioning wise, ranking wise, it made Georgia loss worse.
I know. Hey, Winston, put out, okay? Nobody was asking the Oregon Ducks to put in. This is
here's what coach is going to figure out about the SEC, right? Here's what he's going to figure out about the SEC.
Oh, I already know about the SEC, bro. I already know.
All right.
But go ahead.
Here's where it's going to get nasty for him. Because he's going to feel good. Let's say he even gets a win versus Georgia, right? What's dangerous about the SEC is that y'all
them trap games. I know.
Exactly. It's going to be that game at Arkansas or that game at Kentucky that's going to blow y'all whole season.
And to be real with you, Keely, I'm worried. That is exactly who I'm worried about. I'm not worried about Georgia. I'm worried about Arkansas.
You should.
Man, look, the SEC, any given Saturday, you can get messed up. Yeah, man, look here. Ole Miss, Florida, Oklahoma, South Carolina. Man, look here. Let me tell you something. The SEC, we eat our own here. We don't go eat nobody. We eat our own.
We giving big boy Bevo horns to every last one of them.
Man, y'all really look. Y'all don't have to play LSU this year. Y'all don't have to play You don't have to play Ole Miss this year. Y'all don't have to play LSU this year. Like y'all really getting it off sleep.
Yeah, and this your first. This their first year, isn't it? This their first year in the conference, right?
Ole Miss might get in y'all ass for real.
This your first year in the conference. See, let me tell you something.
Lane Kiffin will give you something sweet, but you lucky Lane Kiffin not on that schedule.
Don't worry.
Man, I'm telling you,
Hey, look
you
here.
better watch.
Look here. Y'all keep throwing all these names out all you want. Sark got them boys down here.
I'm throwing out one name. Out my name. Kirby is finna give you a welcome to the SEC party that you ain't never gonna forget on Saturday, buddy. I'm telling you. I don't know about all these other teams. I know we got you. This is our
Nah, bro.
Y'all ain't played nobody yet. Y'all ain't played.
Did I not say the
I'm gonna be
SEC
honest with
is a
y'all. I'm gonna be honest
KFC
with y'all.
conference? The Kirby
The only
football
reason
conference.
why I'm leaning towards
Let
Texas
out DuckTales.
is because
Let out.
Georgia start off. They start off too slow.
Now,
That's the
look,
only
I'm just
Texas.
gonna ask you right now, Coach.
Known for starting
How
out
do you
slow.
like your
And if
crew?
Texas jump out 2 touchdowns on Georgia, that's a wrap.
If
You ain't
this
gonna say
was
they-
Hold on. What's the wrap?
with the number one defense.
If this game was in Athens, I feel different. But the fact that it's at y'all house, that's the only reason I'm giving y'all a leg up is because it's at y'all
I
house.
ain't giving them nothing, Keely. Don't give them anything.
You ain't got to give it. You don't have to give it to us. We gonna take it, bruh.
Winston,
Hey,
you saw how
Coach.
y'all beat
Coach.
You saw how y'all beat
did it. We
Ohio
gonna take
State.
it.
Winston, you saw how y'all beat Ohio State Saturday. Man, it's gonna
look.
be worse than that. It's gonna be worse than that. Watch. We
Coach,
finna go to
how do
Texas
you like
Tech.
your crow?
Yeah, John, I'm telling you, we're gonna be eating a
The same
Longhorn
way I
steak.
like my dog.
Our team gonna be eating a Longhorn steak on their field Saturday, baby.
Oh, just know the game isn't over until it's over. You see how Kirby
Absolutely.
play. You see how Kirby play.
I don't pay attention to college, but I'm doggone sure gonna watch this weekend. Cause see now,
I'm gonna be there.
Wallace, you right, baby. You watching the right cartoons tonight, Wallace? Cause you know what we about to do to this boy, man.
Bruh, if you don't cut it out.
Coach,
Cut it out, bro.
We already lost to Alabama. Cause you Kirby not about to let us lose both of the big games. Now, see, had we beat Alabama, you might have had
what you're getting incorrect, bro, is there's no let. You're not gonna stop it. It's going to happen, bro.
What you mean stop it? We stop everybody.
You're not gonna stop it. We are a runaway freight train. X that. We are stampeding bulls, bro. You're not gonna stop it.
Would Quinn Ewers have been favored against us last year?
That's last year.
What you think we're gonna do the same thing to him this year?
That's last year. That's two totally different years. And as I said, you better hope it.
I'm telling you, we're gonna send his ass.
You better hope it's him, bro. You better hope it's him. I'm praying. I take that back. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say I pray that somebody get hurt. But I would love.
Your blood pressure gonna be feeling pretty good on Saturday when we beat that Manning kid up. Tony,
man, bro, cut it out. Y'all not ready for him. You know what I mean?
Sark been preparing for this for like 3-4 years. He been telling every kid on the recruiting trip, "Hey, coming to the SEC. Coming to the SEC." That man been planning.
Has he been preparing for
3-4 years, bro? Like, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be that trap game they get him though. I'm gonna laugh too. Then coach gonna have to come back. That same energy coach got now. He gonna have to explain that when he lose to Kentucky or the Arkansas.
Like I said, I'm worried about Arkansas. That's a game I'm worried about.
Oh, now okay. Wait a minute. How many years has Arkansas been in the SEC? About 3, 4 years.
Come on.
I've been longer than that. About 8.
Arkansas been there since
Arkansas been there since the beginning.
No, I think they was in the old Big 8, like with.
Yeah, they were in another conference. Who were they?
It's been at least 10. I know that.
I'm talking about they was in the big, like back before the SMU got the death penalty and all that with what's the running backs and all that. I think Arkansas was part of that conference at first.
Okay, was that Southwestern Conference? When was that?
It's been at least 10 years because I remember them 2 running backs they had, and that was.
Yeah, it was before SMU got the death penalty because they were in the same.
Or maybe I'm thinking about Oklahoma. Oklahoma just joined 2 years ago, right?
No, they came
Oklahoma and Texas. It was Oklahoma and Texas this year. Okay,
right?
Yeah, or was it Missouri?
And you know Oklahoma ain't doing that. Missouri came on about the last 8 years, I think.
Yeah, they came in when your boy was still there. Who before preceded Kirby? Rick. He came. Missouri joined when Rick was at
Mark Rick.
Yeah.
I thought one of those mid almost Western states out there that had joined a couple of years ago. Well, okay,
that was Missouri.
Y'all. Yeah, that must be Missouri.
Missouri, that was like maybe like 2014, 2015, somewhere in there. When it was during Mark Rick time though.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Red, after Saturday we beat y'all. Every time I say your name, I want you to say I love Texas.
When do we make wages now?
Every time I say Red, first thing I want you to say is I love Texas.
All right, Coach. And when we win on Saturday, I want you to come on this podcast next week and say Harlem Nights sucks ass. Coming to America is better than Harlem Nights. I hate Harlem Nights. That's what I want you to come on my page and say. Harlem Nights sucks. Coming to America is the best comedy I ever seen.
Okay. I mean, we'll say some fun. Yeah, okay. But it ain't gonna happen though, so I ain't worried about it.
Nah, you come on my page and say,
we number one defense in the league, bruh, in college, bruh.
Oh, well, where are we at? We got to be top 5, so we ain't that far from y'all.
I don't know about Georgia.
Quarterback go up for Pan, man. I tell you. But
they joined in 92. Arkansas joined in 92.
We only giving up 3.2 yards a carry, bro.
They were in the Southwestern Conference with SMU and all them.
I'm telling you,
man, 7:30. All right. 7:30 Saturday. All right. Yeah. I have a chance to get some stuff.
You noticed how we play against the best team? Matter of fact, I'm more sure we gonna beat y'all than the game after y'all, because that's what I be worried about, the trap games for us. Games like y'all, the big schools, I know Kirby gonna be ready.
Tony, you keep saying that, but you wasn't ready for Alabama. You wasn't ready for Alabama, and you're not gonna be ready for us, bro.
That's the only Tony O'Tedis man that Alabama.
That may have been before, but now it's Alabama and Texas.
Blake, you got to get a win to say that. You ain't got no win against us.
We about to get it. That's what I'm saying. We about to get it, bro. And I want all you Georgia fans that can hear me to understand that burnt orange is about to dig in that little puppy. You know what?
Everybody, just take this in. Just take this in. All this energy that Coach got, just soak it all up. Because keep in mind, Texas ain't played nobody yet. So
we have played. Hey, look, you can't say we ain't played nobody. We played whoever gets put in front of us.
Who y'all played, Coach?
Whoever was put in front of us.
So
right,
Colorado State, Michigan team, Texas San Antonio.
Yep.
University
and
of
Oklahoma.
You think those teams are good practice for us? Okay.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, right. You know Oklahoma ain't got no defense.
Oh, so you feeding off plankton.
Huh?
Hey, Tidy. That's what I'm saying, Tidy. If Beck come out and have a good game, I know it's over. You better hope Beck had one of them.
If frogs had wings, they wouldn't bump their ass when they jump.
That's why I said Jordan is notorious for starting off slow this year. Y'all start off slow like majority of the season. Second half, y'all turn up. Late in the second half,
we're gonna start off bad this time.
But if Texas didn't jump out there on y'all and go hang a quick 14 on you, yeah, that might be it.
But that's what Alabama did. Alabama jumped out early, and Kirby still hawked them down at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's all I can say. If they jump out, if they jump out, it could be good night Aaron.
A3 Dirty. That's what I'm currently trying to do right now. 3 Dirty. I'm trying to get out there right now.
The only part I struggle with is that I agree with Winston said. It's just that I've seen Kirby down big so many times, and then you're in the fourth quarter and it's tied. Like
on your ass.
That Oklahoma Rose Bowl game when Baker Mayfield and all them boys jumped out there like just dogged us, and then they come back in the second half and shut all that stuff down. Like, and then win the Rose Bowl. Like games like that. Alabama, like Buddy had 5 turnovers, he had 4 interceptions and a fumble. And Kirby still had it as a game at the end of the game.
Hey, Chief. Now look, that Dan Lanner, I know what Dan Lanner from, but he ain't there no more. he over there on the West Coast. You hear me? He ain't there no more. Got us sitting pretty. I love it.
That's the only reason you talking trash, because you got to steal our coaches. That's the only reason your team doing something. Won't you give our coach back?
No. You know why my team is doing something? Because we had that Nike money backing us. So we just go buy.
If you call yourself a football fan, I'm telling you, bro, you want to go to Oregon's practice field, their practice facility, bro. That shit look like a stadium inside. That shit is nice as hell.
Mariota jump?
Huh?
You talking about the Mariota jump? You know Mariota got a field.
No, I'm talking about Oregon's indoor practice field.
Yeah, I think it's the Mariota.
Are you saying his name?
Oh, I don't know. I went before Mariota was there. I went in like 2015, 14.
No, he's telling you the place you're talking about is named after Mariota. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That may be true. I don't know. But when I went, it was before Mariota, so it wasn't named that.
Y'all called me a hater. Ohio State, they killed that game for themselves. Like, that was self-destruction. They had
neither here nor there. At the end of the day, they took that L. That's all that matters.
They're like Texas. That's why Texas gonna
just like Georgia gonna do on Saturday. A big, huge L right on the forehead, just like this. Just like, I can't wait, bro. I can't. Oh my God.
We're gonna be talking trash back and forth the whole game. Don't be hiding.
Of course I am.
I'm gonna be tagging you all game.
Hey, Wilson, you see what Tidy put up?
It's all right.
Tidy, I'm coming. You quiet over there too, Tidy. I'm coming for your head too. You and Red. I'm gonna be on y'all's head all day Saturday. Saturday.
I just looked at Oregon's schedule. They might walk the rest of the way though. Like, if you look at Oregon's schedule, they might get walked.
Gotta be played.
That's because they ain't played up, Keely. I wish we played. Don't worry, Winston. We're gonna put the hammer.
I said we'll see y'all in the playoff. One thing for sure, two things for certain. The game's gotta be played. Ain't no getting around it. Ain't no getting around it.
Yeah. Okay. I keep telling y'all, it ain't but one school that can mess with Kirby. And that's it. All the rest of y'all ain't gonna be ready for.
Because they're definitely not getting the best of the Big Ten, like Purdue, Illinois, Maryland. Like,
I wish you played some of them stars.
Hold on, Red. Didn't if I'm not mistaken, it was that Alabama, but didn't Clemson beat y'all too? Or was that Alabama?
You mistaken. That was Alabama.
No, they beat Clemson.
Wait, did you?
No, not this year. For the national championship or whatever.
I can't remember a time Clemson beat us in the last few years, buddy. They ain't touched.
When was Dabo's last championship?
Against Alabama.
A while ago, before we took over.
Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was his last. It was Trevor Lawrence and then LSU spanked the living daylights out of them the next go round.
Mm-hmm. Coach, you got to think it ain't been but 2 schools that hold that trophy up the last 3 years, and you know Michigan ain't doing it this year. We getting that 3 for 4, but we still run shit.
Okay,
bro. Nothing but your miles. That's all Georgia runs. Nothing but their miles. Now I love my dirty birds, but that's about the only thing in Georgia that I'm rocking with.
We're a boat race, y'all. We see y'all. It's
what?
It's
gonna be us in Oregon. Georgia ain't even gonna make it. It's gonna be us. It's gonna be us in Oregon.
Boat race.
You hear this crap, Coach? Stop. You have to come on here.
What team is he talking about? On Oregon gonna boat race?
Georgia.
No, a Kirby defense.
I'm
Kirby defense is getting boat race.
What?
I bet Coach think the same thing too, don't you, Coach? Don't you think y'all want boat races on Saturday?
I just said y'all not even gonna make the playoffs, bro. It's gonna be us in Oregon in there.
Do we do drug tests out here?
They squeak by Ohio State. Now he talking about Georgia gonna get boat race. Come on, y'all gotta slow down now. Come on now.
Man, y'all lost to Alabama, who lost to Vanderbilt.
Y'all played
Vanderbilt.
That's like beating Buster Douglas. Now he's like, oh, I can take Mike. Like, bro, like
lost to Alabama. Coach, you
what's up?
With Sarkeesian, ain't you?
Nah, I ain't drinking nothing, brother. I'm telling you what I know, bro. I'm here. I'm telling you what the vibes is like. I'm telling you what the feels is like, bro. It's our time. This year is our time, bro.
Like Mike Tyson said, I got playing until they get hit in the mouth.
Who the hell is UTSA? What the hell? UL Monroe.
It's our time, bro.
Everybody got to plan until they get punched in the mouth.
To get ready for us. Oh my God.
Again, you saying that like Vanderbilt again just didn't beat Alabama. So it don't matter who we played. We smashed everybody put in front of us. And we're gonna smash Georgia on Saturday.
Cupcake, but don't you worry. You ain't playing no cupcake on Saturday, and you about to get the reality.
I know we're not playing no cupcakes. We playing straight vanilla ice cream.
Look. Let me ask all y'all a question. All right, since Coach, you're a Texas fan, and majority, the rest of y'all Georgia fan. All right, for your respective team, who is your offense and defensive MVP so far? For the season for your college team?
That's a hard one, bro. Well, I'll let them go. I got to think about that.
Surprisingly to say, even though he still ain't played like as well as folks think he should have played. It's still big offensive, defensive wise. I'm not sure if Michael Williams is back yet. I would have to say that kid Javon. I think he's Javon Williams too. I think his last name Williams too, but I think he's a junior, a sophomore or junior.
Probably safety.
No, that's starts right there. I ain't talking about. Honestly, I ain't giving none of them defensive backs credit because all them motherfuckers be getting burnt, shot straight burnt. But they gonna be ready Saturday. But I'm talking about lately. Last week, man, some of them plays. Man, yeah, he up there tighty, but I guess it's a cross between Malachi Starks and Javon Williams, I think. Because I'm not sure if tighty has the other guy got back from injury yet? Michael Williams or Mikael Williams? Has he gotten back from injury yet, Wallace? Because I remember he got hurt the first game. Anyway.
That's so hard to answer because my biggest complaint with Kirby is that I feel like he spreads it just way too thin. Like the rotations are just way too deep. I don't know. Like, so like for example, I was looking at a tape. They were talking about they think Gurley freshman year he probably should have won the Heisman. Gurley literally got carries, but man, you with Kirby, I don't think you would never have another like situation like that because like nobody gets enough touches. Like they rotates everybody. Like you got to me, I think Frazier should be getting more touches than Travis Etienne or whatever, but Kirby, I mean Kirby, he's a coach for a reason, but man, the way the rotations are like
I
one
don't know
Dan
why
Jackson.
you giving Cash Jones carries. You right?
Me neither. I don't get that either. I don't understand, bro. You are a premier a premier program. Why is Dan Jackson your starting safety? I don't get that. Like he makes a play every now and then, but bro, like you're getting 5-star talent from all over the world. Why are we putting under recruited 1-stars
guys is not gonna get drafted, right?
Yeah, I don't get it when you have the ability to get 5-star players on every level of the field. But that's Kirby. Like, why is Nate Frazier not?
I think he's saving them for this Texas game, Keelan. He's saving them for you, coach.
But so look, he talking about Frazier the next Gurley, right? But Frazier does not get the reps. He's not getting more reps than Travis Etienne.
He ain't getting enough reps, Tidy.
But that's my argument with Kirby. Like when Rick had Gurley and Keith Marshall was the 5-star running back. But when once Gurley got on the field, Keith Marshall took the back seat. Gurley got all the reps.
You think Bobo got something to do with this, or you think he got Bobo hands strong or something?
I think this is a Kirby thing because that's been going on ever since he's been here. Like,
yeah, he need to focus on his side of the ball.
His rotations are just so wide, like everywhere. Like when it comes to defensive line, when it comes to the running back rotation, like the wide receivers, like I don't think you'll ever see a number one, like 1,000-yard receiver at Georgia or something like that. Like no one's gonna get enough touches. Like you just
Keelan, let me stop you right there, and I got to ask this question: is Mike Bobo a step down from Monken?
I would say so, but it's not a bad step down. Like I don't think
need to go.
I'll say this: the one thing people used to complain about him when he was here with Rick, but
look at Tidy. Look at Tidy.
All right. So Tidy,
look, Bobo need to go.
But here's the thing. But tell me when I tell it. But Tidy, you chime in the comment. Tell me when I tell a lie though. People had complaints. I think he was here with Aaron Murray, I believe. People had complaints, but yet we were still putting up 30 to 40 points in the game. Like he frustrated people. We would disappear in a lot of big games. A lot of that to me, I would never part of that I think is a talent. Is like I was never convinced that Aaron Murray was like the guy. But with that being said, they still put it like at the end of the year, you look back and it's like, oh, they average 35, 40 a game. And it's like, well, I mean, how bad is he? Like, yes, there were plays you like, why would you call that in that moment? But at the end of the day, when you looked at the end of the season, he was still averaging like 30, 45 points a game. I mean, Aaron Murray literally rewrote the SEC record books for every passing category. Like, if your OC is that bad, like, how do you own every single passing record in the SEC?
Well, you have some quarterbacks that can make gasoline out of goat piss now.
Aaron Murray ain't that kind of talent, though. Aaron Murray ain't that talent.
But to go back to what Winston asked, bruh, it's too hard for me to narrow down one, bruh. See, that's the problem with this squad. It's so like Red and them keep talking about like how they just gonna beat the brakes off us. Like I don't see nobody on Georgia that's gonna stop Wisner or Blue. I don't see nobody that's gonna stop what's old boy's name? Bond or Helm. And then Simmons is gonna tear your offense to pieces. So like man, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Not only Simmons, what's other boys? What's old boy's name? The linebacker, Hill. They ain't gonna be able to, bro. It's just so much.
I have my complaints about Kirby. One thing I'm confident in is he know how to coach a defense. I do not. I get it. Like if there's no defensive coordinator or defensive mind, I would go out and say, all right, we got to replace Kirby with. Like that's one thing. I don't think y'all
playing.
Gonna get off.
Oh shit! I need to check the injury report. I ain't seen it yet.
I don't think y'all gonna get off like y'all think y'all are.
If Bond's not playing, that's a problem. Oh shit! But we still got him though, and he just as good as Bond. So, bro, Keely, I'm telling you, bro, I don't think y'all realize how good Texas is, bro.
No, I know how good
y'all saying we ain't played nobody, and I get it, but bro, we that team is a monster, dog.
Coach, when I look at Texas, the talent on your team looks better than the talent on Georgia, in my opinion. The talent at Texas. I also like Sark as a coach. I think he's a great play caller, and I think he's a great coach. However, all I'm telling you is when you talking about like y'all just gonna get off, I don't think if there's any defensive coordinator or defensive mind in the league that I think can have them ready for Texas, it would be Kirby. Kirby knows defense. That's all I'm saying. Like I've seen Kirby against Lincoln Riley go into halftime and literally shut down every single thing that Lincoln Riley was doing.
Yeah, I mean, you got a point, but I have watched a couple games this year, and from what I have seen, Georgia's problem is stopping the run.
All right, so for example, Alabama got off on us, right? However, there was 5 turnovers that contributed to that. So what I'm saying is, if you think that you're going to just get off on a Kirby Smart defense, I wouldn't expect that. That's me. I wouldn't expect that.
I hope that's your game. Is that your game plan? I hope that's your game plan.
Unless you hope you're gonna get 5 turnovers again. I don't know.
That ain't gonna happen.
Hold on. You hope what is the game plan?
That you guys try to run on us. You think you're gonna run on us like that?
Like Alabama did? Bruh, stop it. Why, bruh? Wisner gonna do his thing. I'm telling you right now, Wisner gonna damn near have 100, maybe more. He damn near gonna have 100 yards rushing.
We're gonna force Eagles to beat us, and he ain't gonna be able to do it.
And he went, bruh. And homie just told me Bonds. I thought he got off the injury. I thought that he was coming back this week. I ain't checked the injury report for this week, yo. I thought he was slated to come back this week, but I got to check it. But we still got him. So Helm is still a problem in and of itself. So,
Coach, I got a question. What Georgia game did you watch that makes you think that their defensive line is sweet or they can't stop the run?
I didn't say they were sweet. I said from what I have seen, the way to beat y'all is the run. I didn't say they were sweet though.
That's what I'm saying. Who did you see run? Who did you see run on Georgia?
Alabama got a little bit of runoff on Georgia.
No running back. The leading running back had 35 yards that game. It was just all Jalen Milroe. The leading rusher in that Alabama game from the running back position had 35 yards. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at the box score for that game.
I don't know. I remember watching and somebody was running.
How many yards did Milroe have?
Milroe had 117.
All right. So
Justice Hayes was the leading rusher from the running back position. He had 35.
Do y'all think that it's possible the Texas might go with a 2 quarterback system and have packages
not many get no 100-yard rushes on us? We'll break his back. I wish that man
Look,
boy
hey,
was
look,
doing
Manning,
that. Think he gonna try to get 100 yards.
hey, look.
Red, stop it,
I'm gonna
dude.
be
You
honest.
acting like, come on, bro.
Look,
If
Manning
they,
can
I
definitely
think
pick
if
him
they
up
try to
good back.
get cute and get outside of what they've normally been doing to win, I think that's when it's gonna go bad. If
I
I
hope that.
think
Come on,
Yeah,
get cute.
I don't want to
want
see
to get
no,
cute.
I don't want to see no 2 quarterback sets. But I tell you this,
I do.
you have a,
Now, I
you're
ain't
not gonna
saying
want
I'm just
you're
saying
gonna
have
want
packages
Ewers in the game. That's what you're gonna want. You
No,
don't
I
want
know that's who I
you don't
want. We're
want
gonna beat
Manning to
him
get
up.
in the game. You
honestly,
don't want that.
if
Well, he
they're
gonna
trying to
get in the game
duplicate
regardless. So we're gonna beat Eagles up.
if they're trying to duplicate what Alabama did, then Manning would probably be a better fit. But running the 2 quarter, I mean, they could try something like that. I think, but if you start trying to do stuff that you haven't been doing to win, that's typically when you kind of start messing up.
That's literally what I just said, Wallace. You don't want Manning in the game because that that boy played like a brother. He'll run on you for real.
Put him
And he
in.
has no problem getting contact or none of that. So you saying you're gonna break his back? That boy will run and run straight at you.
But the only thing about that, I agree with you, but that ain't University of Louisiana Monroe though.
I understand that y'all, but y'all keep saying that like again, a no-name school didn't just beat a massively powerhouse team.
But coach, here's what I'm saying.
Man, you talking about
here's what I'm
Vanderbilt?
saying. Arch Manning can get away with that against University, like the running. Oh, he runs like a brother. Yeah, he can run like a brother against Louisiana Monroe. He's not gonna run like a brother against UGA. I don't see
damn good.
He gonna run like a brother, all right. They ain't gonna be running back to the damn sideline when we can get on his ass.
Bruh, it ain't going down like you think it is, Red. I'm telling you, bruh.
I'm just saying the 2 games he got off on were against I don't want to call no team a cupcake, but they weren't Power 5 teams. The 2 teams he did get off on.
No, you're absolutely right, Keely. The one where he ran for I think he ran 60 yards. I want to say 60 yards was against a no-name cupcake cheesy school. Yes, you're right. But what I'm saying is he has that ability.
Ability, they all got ability. That don't mean we gonna let some damn
come on, not like
nephew run out
That's
all over.
for Manning, so Manning can get on the field. It makes absolutely no sense to run 2 quarterback set. I don't know why the hell y'all keep saying it. I said packages for Manning to get on the field. Or let Ewers have a drive here and let Manning get a drive.
Oh yeah, I can see them doing that for sure.
Now,
I think that's when y'all gonna lose the game too.
When we hurt both of them, John, when we hurt both of them, don't say I didn't warn them. Then now they're gonna be going for quarterback number 3 doing that crap.
Bruh, cut it.
Pick one, coach. Pick one to put out there and get his ass whooped. Because that's what's gonna happen. Just pick one. Look, you take this ass whooping and we'll save Manning for the next round. But you don't want to put both of them out there now. I'm telling you.
Man, look, Red, you better hope and pray Arch don't reach that field, bro. If Arch reached that field, you're not gonna have a chance, dog.
Coach, who has Arch played so far? Like, you sure he's ready for Georgia? Like to go from Louisiana Monroe to
I'm
Georgia.
positive that he's ready.
He threw 2 picks against a no-name, and he's gonna be okay against.
I understand. He at the end of the day, he's still a red shirt freshman. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
he gonna be red shirt, all right. His whole uniform gonna be red. Gonna be blooded up. But that
we know he got talent.
Bam!
You like that don't. I don't know if UGA need to be that game to make that switch.
That's what I'm talking about, Keely. We're gonna give him a rude awakening. Because if you think we
no, Keely, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's gonna be Quinn. But I'm telling Red, he better hope and pray that it is him, and Quinn don't get hurt or something, and Arch come in, because that is on a whole nother. I don't think, from what I've seen on how Alabama did Georgia's defense, I don't think they stand a chance in hell against Arch, even though he's a red shirt freshman. One, he's more accurate.
Out the window.
He has a deeper ball, and then you got to worry about his legs. Which, yes, you have to worry about his legs with Quinn as well, but not on the same level as you do.
So as of right now, you think that Arch Manning is a better quarterback than Jalen Milroe?
No, than Jalen Milroe. I don't know. I haven't watched a whole lot of him.
You watched the Alabama game, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's the only game I watched. I watched Arch since he was in high school.
So
I would think that's the game
what you saw of Milroe against Georgia, do you think Arch can play that well against Georgia?
Do I? So you're asking me what I seen with?
You talking about just the first half, Keely, right?
What you saw Jalen Milroe do against Georgia, you think Arch Manning is capable of having that same kind of game?
You just talking about the first half, aren't you, Keely?
I mean, Milroe had a solid game the whole game. It was solid. I mean, I think he had a great game.
Yeah, yes, I do. With our weapons, I do.
I just think Arch might not be there yet, but we'll see.
With our weapons, I do. Especially, but if Bonds ain't playing, that does lower it a little bit. But still, shit, we still got him and we still got Wingo. So
it's cool. I want to see your energy when we. I just want to see your energy. That's all. When we come back around, when we reconvene, I want to see how that energy looking.
Well,
it's gonna be the same because we're gonna have the dub. So it's gonna be the same.
It sounds like prediction time to me.
Well, I mean, y'all can go ahead. I'm already
score. Give me a score. Somebody give me a score.
52-24.
Now he being disrespectful. He said 50.
Say who?
52-24.
That man say he go bowl race it.
52-24.
Hold on.
52-24.
Kirby ever gave up 50 points, bro.
Red, that sounds like something you should be writing down, Red. Because the thing is now, if
Alabama damn near put 50 up on them.
They scored 41.
How many times I gotta tell you to throw that?
That's damn near 50.
That's 11 away from your score.
Okay, but it's still damn near 50, bro.
Man, that sounds like something you need to be writing down, man.
I'm writing it down. What was that you said, Coach? 50 what?
52-24.
He said 52-24. That's
24.
He's losing all objectivity at this point.
No, I'm telling you,
objectivity.
Listen,
it's
I'm
a short of four-letter word for that.
Keely, everybody on this panel know I always take my fan hat off when I talk sports. I take my fan hat off. My fan hat is off. I'm telling you, with our weapons, I see 52-24. Because again, I don't think they're going to be able to stop our running back. I really don't. And then Simmons, I feel like Simmons is going to eat. Simmons is going to eat on defense, bro.
See, that's what I'm talking about. This is where I think the fandom comes in. You was like, I don't think they're going to be able to stop the run. I was like, when have you seen Georgia get ran on by a run game?
But I don't watch a whole lot of Georgia. I know my team. That's what I'm saying.
How do you?
Hey, Tonio, put that in the chat so I can put it up on the screen. Type that and put that in the chat so I can put it up on the screen. Because Tonio said that now he know he been in the hospital, but see that mess is just straight up disrespect. That what Tonio said.
I'm saying, Keely, I don't watch a whole lot of Georgia. One, because I don't live in Georgia, so they're not on my TV. You know what I'm saying?
How you know that y'all
But
can run on them?
because I watched somebody, I don't know, I don't remember who he was because I don't ever watch Alabama at all. So, but I
Let me
watched
find
a
somebody who ran
Alabama
on.
player run the shit on Georgia in that game.
You talking about the quarterback, right?
That's
the only person he talking about. That's the only person that
I don't
I'm just
remember.
saying,
I don't remember
it
who it
had to be
was. I
Miro.
just
It had
remember
to be
it was a
Miro.
run.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah, because
It had to be Miro.
nobody got over 36 yards.
So it had to be Miro.
So the
Right.
Clemson
Man,
game,
if y'all don't quit with that dumb ass take, man.
so the
What do
Clemson
you
game, the
mean
leading
Texas ain't
rusher,
played anyone? Anyone can get beat at any given time.
so the
Clearly,
leading
as we
rusher
have
against
just seen.
We
the
ain't got
Clemson
beat
game,
by
the
nobody
leading
in
rusher
3
was
years,
60.
except
Bruh,
for
you
one team.
almost bruh, didn't you just almost lose last week too?
We not talking about. I said we haven't gotten beat but by one team.
But what I'm saying is, everybody keeps saying Texas ain't played nobody. You lost to Alabama, and then didn't it come down to the wire of you winning last week?
So I don't went back through all the games. They haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher from a running back yet.
Break them down with some facts, Keely. I mean, I don't know what fantasy world coach is living in and where he sees all this stuff happening. But like I say,
First off,
reality will
but
sit
it
in.
almost does count, Ray, because you keep talking about who teams play and don't play. Y'all didn't play nobody last week, and they almost beat you. That's what I'm saying. Any team can beat anybody.
We've been playing SEC teams. You the team that ain't played nobody.
Who'd you play last week?
And
Who'd you
whatever
play
the
last
Big
week?
Mississippi
that you played when
Okay,
Arch Man
thank
was
you.
going on.
Thank you, Keely. Exactly.
Well, that's an SEC team though.
But it's still, are they any good?
Yeah, they better than Louisiana Monroe.
Come on, bro. Okay, that's Louisiana Monroe.
I would say that they're better than Vanderbilt.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Coach. Now,
I say Mississippi State
okay,
is better
after
than Vanderbilt.
now, I'm looking at the
and you listen to what you just said. You said they better than Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt just beat an SEC team. But that's my point. That's my point.
Mississippi State. I would say Mississippi State will finish the year with more wins than Vanderbilt.
Okay, but that's my point. That's my point, though, Keely.
What's your point? We don't play
Mississippi State is better. Mississippi State is better than Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt beat a SEC team. Any team could get beat. Quit saying teams don't play nobody. Vanderbilt is nobody, and they beat an SEC team.
The SEC team. Vanderbilt
The point I was making is both of them are better than Louisiana Monroe. That was the point. You were saying that Georgia ain't playing nobody.
Oh my God! Okay, bro. Okay.
Y'all see, wait a minute. Y'all play University of Texas San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
We play teams
These are the
close to here.
that they get ready to play us. And these are the teams that coach in there living in fantasy land is making him believe that they about to wipe our butts. They ain't finna do nothing.
Right,
get their asses beat over and spanked.
All right, bro.
Look, Coach, y'all been getting fat on pork skins. y'all ain't ate nothing yet.
Nothing. They gonna get 8 this week.
Y'all ain't ate nothing yet. You sitting up here getting fat on pork skins and knee-high cola, two farts and a burp. You back empty. Shoot. Man, look here. You getting fat on Rudy poop. Man, look here. Look. Coach. Hey.
All I can tell you is
they play who
watch out for Wisner. One of our running backs. We got a 2-1-2 punch cowboy running backs. Our our receiving core. I need to check out the injury report because I know on Monday they were saying Bond was gonna play, but we'll see.
Any of these guys, Marvin Harrison Jr. or like any pro guys supposed to be pro prospect.
Bro, you're breaking up, or something's going on.
No, this is Antonio coming on with all this static.
Oh,
Hey, Antonio.
Yo.
Tell him what you. Wait a minute. I wanted you to type your comment into the chat. tell him what it was you had to tell him.
All. Yeah, after all this talk, they only a 5-point favorite. Oh.
yeah, last I checked, they were 3 point. Last I checked, they were 3.5.
No, yeah, Texas. It went up. It went up today, if I'm not mistaken. It went up. To 5.
Okay.
Georgia gonna win. Georgia gonna win 38-17.
Don't believe
What did Ray say, Keely? I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention.
He said on the real, I think it's going to be a great game. And I'm just saying, I agree. As much as I'm talking, I think it's going to be a great game.
It's going to be a great game.
You talking about
it's going to be 52-24.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah, UGA way. If anyway, they ain't gonna boy, coach, you gonna maybe make another bet now.
Hey, do what it do.
Y'all ain't gonna put 50 on
them. Do what it do, because we
he sees a 5-point spread and he talking about 50.
Man, look here.
If y'all get 25, you better be grateful if y'all get 25.
Georgia
okay, we got an update on Bond there, Coach.
What is bail bondsman? Bail them?
Yeah, that's what I thought, Wallace. I know I checked on Monday and they said he was playing. So when you said he wasn't playing, I was like, well, shit. But yeah, if Bond out there, bro, I'm trying to tell you.
We're gonna mess that thing
listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. That name right there, Mr. 007 himself, is going to destroy y'all, bro.
Now, Coach, when you get a high ankle sprain, now those things just don't go away depending upon the severity of the injury.
A brace, a nice brace will take care of that.
For the first quarter.
For a high ankle sprain, you just need to put some pressure on that. Now, see if it was like just like a low or regular ankle sprain, that's a difference.
No, it's
you wrap that up real good, you'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll put some dirt on it. Let's see what happens. We'll put some dirt on it.
Wallace said we already played against this guy and we shut his ass down. So why we supposed to be worried about him now?
Because he on a different team.
Oh, okay.
Well, gentlemen, it sounds like prediction time. And Coach, you done already stuck your neck out over a limb and the saw is running.
I'm going to ride for mine.
All right, anybody want to predict the score? Anybody? What was that, Antonio?
38-17, Georgia.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Keely, what you got?
28-24 UGA.
Winston.
Yep. Keely took my score. But 28-24 Texas.
I was about to say Keely. Winston, ain't no way you just said that.
You about to say he didn't say it, and he said.
Yeah, I was about to say ain't no way he said he
said the number that I wanted to say. I got 28-24.
No, I thought he was going. Because at first he said the same thing Keely said, but Keely said that Georgia was going to win.
Oh! You were surprised? You thought Winston was going to pick Georgia?
No. I thought Winston was going to pick Texas, but he said the same thing Keely said. Right, but he said but listen, John, he said Keely took
God.
his prediction. And Keely said that Georgia was going to win. That's why I was about to say.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. Well, Saturday at 7:30, that's going to be a national televised. Isn't that an ABC game?
Let me check.
I think that's an ABC game. That Saturday night special.
I think it is on ABC.
It is.
Yeah. Hey. All eyes, gentlemen.
Yeah.
All eyes.
All eyes going to be on this beat down.
All eyes.
18, baby. You get 6
all eyes going to be on that thing.
Hey, Kirby, it's a recruiting game. Hey,
it's showing me that it's going to be on ESPN.
Okay. Well, don't they usually run ESPN games on ABC on Saturday night?
Sometimes.
The Saturday
I'm gonna be
night
there.
7:30 is ESPN, but it's ESPN on ABC.
Yeah, I kind of figured it.
No, it's gonna be the ESPN game. It's gonna be ABC, but the ESPN game is gonna be LSU Arkansas.
Chief, you do know Oregon is number 2, right?
Y'all barely got back. Man.
We're number 2. So if Georgia beats Texas, we'll move up to number 1.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Y'all gonna take y'all L at some point anyway. It's not like y'all gonna walk away with a national championship.
I'm gonna say
you see how a team with an L keeps talking about how teams with no L's are gonna lose. That's nuts.
I mean, y'all gonna
how is that nuts? God, man, look, if you ain't played nobody and been
getting
fat, you've been getting fat on Jack's cookies and knee-high grape drink.
Hey, I eat whatever's on my plate.
No.
We eating whatever's on our plate.
Man, look, I'm trying to tell you that they
on your plate this week, and you ain't gonna be able to eat.
And this weekend, we eating Scooby snacks.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Don't let them things get hung up.
Oh man.
This weekend we eating Scooby snacks.
Don't let them things get hung up.
All right. I'm telling you, we're gonna be Texas Longhorn steak right there on that field.
And see, that'll be a step down from what we eat here in Georgia anyway. So hey, man.
And we're gonna stick Bevo right on them. Bevo, get him.
Is that cow with the hollow horn?
Nah, ain't nothing hollow about that. That's straight bull.
That's we're gonna cook him. We're gonna get all that.
That's straight bull. Although I think this is Bevo number 15 or some shit like that, but yeah, it's straight bull.
I mean,
is that the one y'all run out there? No, that's Colorado.
That's a buffalo.
Y'all mascot just. Yeah.
What'd you say, Keely?
I thought they all end up steak anyway. They end up on somebody's grill.
Yeah.
Oh, and while y'all joking, that doggone bison is some good meat too now.
Oh yeah, I eat bison burgers. It's good.
look at Chief. Look at Chief.
But
look at Chief.
But ain't no steaks getting cooked this weekend. Like I said, we eating Scooby snacks.
After this beatdown we give y'all, you don't want to get rid of this bull because it's gonna be bad.
And then the only thing, after that, all I'm worried about is when we see Oregon in the playoffs, because Georgia's gonna be at home.
Wait a minute, hold up.
You know Oregon gonna make the playoffs, and you sit up here worried about Oregon.
Wait a minute, man.
Oregon is good this year too.
No,
I keep up with Oregon.
You got
my cousin teaches there.
Oregon is gonna be there because they got a cakewalk the rest of the schedule. They're gonna.
Chief, you right back there.
You ain't worried about it though. You really think UGA worried about Oregon?
No, y'all not. Y'all shouldn't be worried about Oregon because y'all gonna be at home on the couch.
They probably gonna end up losing to a team in the playoffs like Miami or LSU or something.
Man, look, you got to get past Texas A&M, Kentucky.
We ain't worried about
Arkansas,
A&M
and
at
Florida.
all. Arkansas is the only one that is a trap. Texas A&M, we are not worried about at all.
And before
At
Texas
all.
A&M, you got to play Kentucky now, because I told you now. We got plenty of trap games in this SEC. You playing?
Ain't worried about Kentucky. The only one worried about is Arkansas.
I'm just saying, just put some chains on your tie. That's all I'm just letting you know.
Ain't worried about it.
Put some chains on them. All right, now for the professionals, Atlanta versus who we playing this week? I forgot.
Seattle, the Sea Chickens.
All right, now what y'all got some predictions for that? Give me a prediction. Say something. Go ahead, Coach.
I think this is gonna be a tight, low-scoring game. I think it's gonna be like 17-14. Us.
Nah, I say 24-13.
All right. Let me see. Who is that? Now, Tide is saying 24-17. Hey, Winston.
Yeah. Seattle defense ain't looking up to snuff, and they don't like to protect the quarterback. I got it 31-23 Atlanta.
Now, isn't it amazing that we can predict a game that's going to be over 20-something points this year? I mean, I just find that just freaking amazing.
Yeah, just like I'm predicting the game that's going to be 50-something, 52 points.
I thought we had moved on, but obviously something.
Well, I'm just saying. I was agreeing with you, John. I was agreeing with you, John. My bad.
You're damning me with faint praise. That's what you're doing.
Nah, I was agreeing with you, brother.
Yeah. All right.
Since week 4, Atlanta is averaging 33.3 points per game. That's fourth in the MVP.
Boy, I tell you, it's good to be able. I'm just saying, these past 3 years.
Hold on, who they got as quarterback? Is it Geno?
Geno. Yep.
Oh yeah, let me rephrase my prediction there. I forgot they had Geno. I think it's gonna be 33-14.
Yeah, probably give us a pick 6.
Yeah, that's why I did that. I think he'll give us 1 pick 6 and 2, maybe 3 interceptions.
Oh,
I think Simmons will get 1, and I think Bates will get 2, and I think AJ will get 1.
Now, before we go, Phillips Sunday, should he have gone on into the end zone with that pick 6?
No. Why? No. Why? The Panthers is a ain't no need to beat up on the Panthers. Everybody know we better than them. Just go ahead and end the game. But if it was the Saints, hell yeah.
Even beyond that, if he didn't win scores, they would have put Carolina offense back on the field, which means your defense is back on the field. The game is well in hand. So what happened? A fluke play end up happening. Somebody tear their ACL or something.
Right. Yeah.
No, you get it to your offense, let them kill the clock, and go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we was already up what, 18?
Yeah, we was up 18.
Okay, now let's take that same scenario. Why did Phillips even get up and start running?
Run more clock off.
But
And plus adrenaline. You catch that pass in the heat of the moment, your adrenaline say get up and run. But then once he start running, that's when his mind kicked in. Oh, let me go ahead and just drop so we can end the game.
Plus, he was already in motion because he drove. He drove on it.
So why not run on out of bounds? There.
So that would have stopped the clock.
He wanted the clock to keep running.
Okay, the clock stopped either way.
Yeah, because it's an interception. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Clock stopped either way.
I think he wasn't thinking. I just think he wasn't thinking. His whole thought process was just dropped.
You got to look at the angle where he actually picked it. Excuse me, because he dropped off in the zone. He shot the gap. When he shot the gap, he was already headed up the field towards the end zone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Momentum naturally carrying them upfield towards the end zone.
So yeah, now
I
see,
think he's more to the point of just show I could have scored if I wanted to.
Now see, and the thing was, because we talked about this on C-Dub's show. Now he juked a man.
Yeah, he did. He did. That's what I said. That's why I said his initial thought after the interception was, "Oh shit, I got to intercept." You know, your adrenaline running. But after he started running, I think his mind, you know, he realized, "Oh, let me just go ahead and kill so we can kill the clock." I think he had every intention when he first caught the interception. I think he had every intention to go score. You know, that's your immediate thought. But then, you know, once that brain kicked in, he did the right thing.
Well,
personally, John, now that I think about it, either one, it wouldn't matter whether he scored or didn't score. But I personally would have loved the pick six. I mean, you that close, you might as well go in it.
I mean, now, and the reason why I'm saying anything about this, to Coach's point and to Winston's point. Okay, when he made that break on the ball, he was on his way up the street. Then he juked the man. Okay, now me, I would have gone on in because thing is that yeah, you got the game won already because of the touchdown that you scored. Okay, once you scored that touchdown, game was over with. But you got a pick six. And come contract time, I'm thinking about contract time, that may be a factor. That might be the only one you get that year. Yeah, go on in there, get your pick six. Then on top of that,
I think if it came down to that, they will recognize the fact that he could have gotten that pick six. I don't think that they'll hold that against him.
Well, hey, you might be right, Coach. But then, what if you had injured yourself? What if you had injured yourself falling before you got to the end zone? Because see, you were going to have to put one of your units out there, whether it's going to be the defensive unit or the offensive unit, and see the defensive unit. Oh, Carolina! Now they had 1 minute and 47 seconds left when the pick six took place. All right.
Yeah, but the difference is if the offense go out there, if the defense go out there, they actually have to play. So do
they?
Somebody, yeah, because Carolina would have ran play.
I mean, you don't even have to rush the passer. You know what they got to do.
Yeah, but that increases the likelihood of somebody getting injured. Whereas the offense just goes out there and they kneel 3 straight times like nobody does nothing.
Now I understand that. However, we are seeing more and more on kneel down plays, defensive linemen diving in between people's legs now, trying to scoop balls and stuff like that. So it's not as safe as it used to be.
Right,
it's not as safe as it used to be. But my thing is, I'm for scoring points. I mean, if give me an opportunity to score a point. Now I might run. Hey, I might take off and run all the way to the doggone pylon and wait until somebody get close to him and then inch that ball across and just get the touchdown or whatever to run some time off the clock or whatever. But I'm just a point scorer. Now,
I mean,
one more
like
question.
Red said, I'm good with it either way. To be honest, I either way was fine with me.
Now, one more question I want to ask. It's going to require you guys remembering the play. There was a incomplete pass play to Pitts on the left side of the field.
In the end zone?
In the end zone.
Yeah, he quit on it.
That's what I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask. Did Pitts quit?
It wasn't a catchable ball, but he wouldn't have known that at the time. He stopped running.
Now the announcer on TV said that was a back pylon throw.
It was. That was Mark Sanchez.
Killing his ass, man.
Mark Sanchez was killing them for it. Everybody was killing them for it.
Not a catchable pass.
Man, that could have been a catchable pass, bro. I mean, you're right. It wasn't a catchable pass, but you still don't give up on the play, bro.
If I can't catch this thing,
cut it out, Winston. No coach in the world is going to be okay with you giving up on a play like that. I can see if it was like, I can see if it was like 50 yards away from you, but he should have went for that. He gave up on that play.
Now, John, Coach, and you too, Winston. Now, you remember the post I made a few weeks ago when I said Cousins trust Pitt the least? Now, you don't think that added to the more that look, I'm telling you. These are Cousins reads. Mooney, London,
Ray.
Yeah, Ray, and the running back, and Bijan. After them four, and let Pitts just stand in the middle of the field, wide open, like he was last week and the week before. Cousins ain't looking his way, and he damn sure ain't looking his way after that play John's been talking about just now. I'm telling you, he don't trust Pitts. And if Cousins is on this team going forward, Pitts' ass won't be.
Because we've had, I'm trying to think if it was Pitts or somebody else. No, it was Ray. It was Ray. Doggone it. I'm trying to think what game it was. These wide receivers are not running their routes. They're not running their routes. And a lot of times you're required to run your route all the way out sometimes to clear space for somebody coming behind you.
Right.
Okay. You got to take, it requires you to take your defender away, but I watched the play. I've watched it 2 or 3 times, and what I do, I had to watch it with the sound off because see, what Sanchez was saying was influencing what it was that I was looking at. Okay.
But he wasn't telling no lies though.
Yeah. Well, in order for me to do it unbiased without a voice in my ear, I had to play it without sound just to watch and see what happened. And I didn't catch the radio. I didn't catch the radio version because I know that Dave Archer would have said something about it if it was true. So, and I've been listening this week to see if anybody has complained about that or said anything about it. But Pitts, in my opinion, it's just like he running in mud all the time. It's like he's not same thing I was saying about Bijan. I wasn't dogging Bijan out, but I have never seen Bijan just get wide open. And I haven't seen Pitts get wide open after his knee injury.
He's too finesse. He's more finesse than Bijan. John, and the thing about it is, you're right. He don't get wide open. This is my biggest gripe with Pitts, John. And this is what I have against all the folks who want to defend him. Dude, Drake London, last 2 seasons. First season with Mariota and Ritter for 4 games. And last year with Ritter most of the games. London still put up solid to decent numbers, even though his quarterbacks were trash. Pitt, okay, you want to say the second year he was hurt? Last year he got healthy again. Dude, you can't go through your whole career saying, well, my quarterback was trash. That's why I ain't giving you no production now. Because if you looking to get paid, you still got to get out there and figure out some way to, to ingratiate yourself within the offense. Now, if your quarterback don't trust you, which the quarterback don't trust you this year, and we know the last 2 years, you were saying your quarterback wasn't trash. Okay, well, if your quarterback wasn't trash, and that's why you weren't producing, and now you got a quarterback who's capable, and you're still not producing consistently, dude, that is the player. That's no longer coaching. That is the player. Kyle Pitts has to determine himself. What you say?
Yeah, the great ones find a way.
Yeah, right. The great ones always look. They can have coach. They can have John, me, you, Winston out there playing quarterback. But if Shannon Sharp out there playing tight end, I bet you, John, Shannon Sharp gonna get his numbers no matter who the quarterback is. Ryder White got his numbers. That's how we knew Ryder White was better than we thought he was when he got his numbers in that 2007 season. And
look at Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez ain't always have a good quarterback, but he found a way to get his numbers.
Right. There you go. Exactly, coach. That's what I'm saying. Players like that. If Pitt was anything like any one of those guys, we wouldn't be sitting up here saying, like, looking for him consistently. Yeah, he don't have some solid games last 2 games, but would we be surprised if the next 2 or 3 games he disappear? No. It's not like, well, we can still win the game. It's not like his performance dictates whether we win or lose. That's what I'm saying. He could have a good game, we win. He could not have a good game, we still gonna win. So he don't dictate wins or losses. That's what I'm saying. That's why he ain't. I was telling folks he not that guy, and he don't even try to ingratiate himself with the coach. He don't demand the ball. He don't go get in his quarterback face and say, look, man, I'm open on this play. Find me. Get me the ball. I'm trying to eat too. I got a contract coming up. I need my numbers. No, I don't think he gives a rat's ass if he get his numbers or not.
Cause see now, I posted, and I think Red, you responded. I said Drake London looked more like a tight end than Pitts does.
Drake London is just a very underrated wide receiver. He not fast, you know what I'm saying? But you put that ball in his vicinity and he gonna catch it. And he not scared to get hit either.
And see, that's London, why I hate. What was that, Winston?
Oh no, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Winston listening.
But see, I'm just saying now. I really hate now. I'm just gonna say it. I really hate that Mac Hollins got away from him. That old barefoot, crazy man. I really hate he got away from him.
Josh Allen making him look nice up there in Buffalo.
Yeah, man. I said, man, shoot that.
Mac was he on this team this year?
What'd you say, dog?
I said if Mac was here on this team this year.
Yeah,
oh, man, he be eating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Because see,
matter of fact, John, he will be getting those pits, those balls going to Pitts will be going to Mac because Mac and Pitts about the same height, but Mac just skinnier.
Yeah.
Mac will be cutting in the Ray target.
Yeah, Ray probably won't be getting as many targets.
Well, and we probably wouldn't have Ray.
Speaking of that, hold up. Speaking of that, hey, coach.
Yes, sir.
Did you see that catch that little bitty Ray made in the end zone at the end line in the Tampa Bay game? Because I remember you were saying that he was too small.
You mean Ray or Mooney?
No, was that Ray? No, I think it was Mooney. I think it was Mooney we were talking about a couple of weeks ago.
And that play proves my point. But that's what I'm saying about Mooney. So one, he was in front of the receiver. So if you notice, uh Kirk Cousins never throws basically a jump ball to Mooney because he can't. So he has to position the ball in a way that only Mooney can catch it. So he threw it in front of Mooney. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mooney had to jump, but it was in front of him. It would have been only way the defender wouldn't have been able to knock the ball down or out. Basically, he would have drew a pass interference. So
there you
he
go.
is
But
too small.
he jumped and got it now.
Right,
He
but
jumped and got
it wasn't but it wasn't a jump ball. Yes, he jumped in the air and caught it, but it was placed in a way that only he could have caught it anyway. That's what I'm saying. Like if the defender would have had to have committed pass interference to knock the ball out.
Okay, now
So if you notice every single so the difference is like what's an example I could use of a play this year. I don't think there is none.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back with your
Prime example. You remember Julio a jump ball. Remember when Julio was going against Luke Kuechly and Luke Kuechly jumped and tried to knock the ball out, and Julio basically just took it out his hand, yanked it out his hands, turned around and ran for the touchdown. See, Mooney can't do that. If Mooney is behind the receiver, that receiver's going to pick that ball off. He's too small.
Well, see, that ball that Julio took out of Kuechly's hands was below his shoulders.
Nah, no, it wasn't. It was above. They both jumped. Just Julio out jumped him.
Yeah, that was another one of Matt Ryan's.
That was a Matt Ryan underthrow.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, John. He's too. You can't throw jump balls like that. Yes, it was underthrown, but Matt Ryan had faith that Julio was going to go get it because of his size. Mooney, you can't do that. You have to strategically. That's why when Kirk Cousins throw the ball to him a lot of the times is low to the ground. So Mooney can use his position to shield the defender from knocking him or the ball out his hands. Pay attention coming up, or go back and rewatch. Every time Kirk throws to him is 80% of the time it's low and to the ground or low and outside.
I recognize that, and you're right. But what I was saying was that on that pass that he threw to Mooney at the goal line, the ball was up. He had to go and get that in a sea of hands. He had to go up there and get that. And the reason I brought it up is I remember what you said about him not being able to do that. And he pulled it off that time. That's what I wanted to emphasize. He did pull it off that time. Now I don't know whether I can recommend him doing that all the time or whatever. But
no, I definitely would not chance that ever again. But again, like I said, it was almost an impossibility that anyone else but Mooney. I mean, I guess it would have slipped through his hands, I guess. But that's what I'm. But okay. The point that I was making was not that Mooney couldn't jump up and get a ball. The point I was making was that Kurt has to throw it to him in a way that only he can get it because he's so small. So in that pass, for an example, when he threw it in a way that Mooney, the defender, and Mooney did a good job. Mooney basically boxed out the defender and jumped, so that the only way the defender would have been able to make that an incomplete pass, he would have had to have passed the interference. Like he would have had to hit him at before he at the apex of his jump before the ball got there.
And
so it would have been pass interference.
Oh, true. And see, that's what good quarterbacks do. That's what good quarterbacks do.
Not throw the ball up and it's a damn punt, and your receiver got to make a miraculous play.
But I mean, but no. When you have a player of that size, i.e., Julio Jones, i.e., Kyle Pitts, i.e., Drake London, that's literally what you should do. You should throw it up high and let your tall receiver go up and get it. I mean, that's what he should do.
Or you could just throw it in stride, but some folks ain't capable of doing that.
Yeah, but that's true. But Red, you're not always going to be able to throw a ball in stride. Sometimes you got to throw it and let your tall receiver go get it.
Oh yeah, not always, but hell, can you give me 65%?
Man, cut it out. Matt Ryan nor Kirk Cousins always did that, bro. Y'all stop it. Y'all kill me with that.
No, and Matt Ryan definitely didn't do it. Shoot. Matt Ryan definitely didn't do it. I know that. Yeah. I know that for a
that's why Matt Ryan
left, coach. Matt Ryan threw balls, and I'm not getting on this Matt Ryan train again. Matt Ryan threw balls a lot to where Julio had to go get it. A great example of that is the miraculous catch Julio did in the Super Bowl. Matt Ryan threw it in a way to where he knew that Julio had to go get the ball, and only Julio could get the ball.
Yeah,
that was one. Look here. That was one of the luckiest throws I've ever seen in my life.
It wasn't luck. It was faith in his look. It was faith in his tall, lanky wide receiver.
He threw in between that New England defender's hands. That ball got between that New England defender's hands, and Julio made a spectacular catch on it. No doubt or doubt that. You know, just like when Julio had to play defense a lot of times on some of them scuds that Matt Ryan was throwing. Man.
But what I
thought we were perpetually in the Gulf War watching Matt Ryan throw.
Oh my goodness.
Doggone Saddam.
It was a hunt for Red October, all them submarine missiles.
That's what I'm talking about, them ICBMs being
man, y'all cut it out. Y'all bad, bruh.
Man, we watched it for years, coach.
That's what I'm talking about.
Julio got hurt so many times.
But what about the flag? What about the flag on Grady Sack, though?
Oh, who? What was that, Tonio?
The flag on Grady Sack.
Yeah. I mean,
he got a flag on the sack this last game.
No, I think he's talking about against Tampa.
He talking about Tom Brady.
No.
That what you talking about, Tonio?
No, when they threw the flag on the sack that Grady had, they said that he put his weight on the quarterback.
What
talking
game
about this
was
past Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know he had one. That's another topic that I just posted about it in ABG. It's time to get rid of him for sure.
Who, Grady?
Yep.
Why it's time to get rid of Grady?
Because he is not worth the money. I just posted it in ABG today. On what is it? Online. What is the name of that website? Something contract tracker, OTC, I think it's called. Where they,
Spotrac? Is it Spotrac?
No, not Spotrac. It's contract. It's some contract tracker or I think it's called OTC.
OTC over the cap.
Yeah, over the cap. Yeah. That's it. Where they break down what each the average what a person at that position makes, and then they break down their play, and if their play is worth more than the money that they're being paid or less. And and that man is big is way he's just it's time to go. Next year's cap, if I'm not mistaken, is 11 million or 16 million on the cap for 32. He'll be 32 next year with no production in the last 3 years. And yes, I know 1 year he got hurt, but still he was hurt. So that was no production. It's
but
time to move on.
If we get rid of him, we still got to eat that cap money, right?
Yeah. No. So we'll free up. My bad. We'll free up 16 million on the cap. That's what. My bad. I said that wrong.
If you trade him,
if you trade him or release him, whatever you decide to do.
Okay.
They're gonna release him.
Yeah, they ain't gonna release him, but you'll trade. But it's see the problem is, man, we gotta stop being fans of players and be fans of the team, man. If you objectively take your fan hat off and look at it, Grady has not produced since 2000. I think 2002. I mean 2020, 2021. He ain't did shit since then. I think 2020 was his Pro Bowl year, was his last Pro Bowl year. Since he's gotten this contract, he really ain't done shit.
Well, we will have to save that discussion, even though I really want to dig into that one. I'm going to save that discussion for the next time we get together, gentlemen. It's time for me and Antonio, an old man and a man that saved his finger. It's time for us to go to bed because the med's about to kick in.
Yeah, go ahead and say your prayers and ask the football guys to, please look out for you on Saturday. Go tell your team to eat their Wheaties. You know what I'm saying? Tell them don't get none from their girls so their legs is nice and strong. Do all that.
Yeah, and we gonna make sure that all of you Longhorns graze for the next 3 days on whatever that type of local weed y'all eating.
Oh yeah, I told you what we're gonna eat. We're gonna be eating Scooby snacks.
Hopefully y'all don't run into that none of that doggone wiregrass. Tear your stomach up.
We eating Scooby snacks.
All right, man. We'll see.
We'll be back next week to see what happens. And I guess it's going to be a whole bunch of shots fired before we get back here next Wednesday night.
Oh, you better believe
after this game, because I'll be watching Facebook like a hawk just to see.
Hey, I got the Gatling gun loaded, and I'm gonna be shooting all sorts of shots in ABG for the rest of the weekend. Definitely on Saturday.
Yeah, Coach, we ain't gonna hear from Coach for a few weeks, John.
Yeah, cause see, the thing is now, you may need that Gatling gun, cause see, if you lose,
if we lose, hey, I'm a man. I'll be here and I'll take my lumps like a man. But we not gonna lose, so I ain't worried about it.
Lumps, all right.
I'm gonna tell you like
52-24. Mark my words.
You're gonna be eating your words. That's what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna tell you like
that's a real disrespectful score, bro.
I'm gonna tell you like what was that? Bugs Bunny told Pete Puma, how many lumps you want? I like a lot of lumps.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, John. We're gonna be popping them right on top of the head, and them long horns gonna
I
rise
like a lot of lumps.
We shall see. Just remember, don't go ghost, and make sure that you pluck the mute button off your remote so you don't go mute. Just do that.
Oh, hey! I'm quite sure that everybody knows how to work a remote control on this side of the Mississippi, anyway. But gentlemen. Hey Red,
what's up, John?
What you doing this weekend, man?
Definitely be on the Red and Red sports show Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Probably gonna have a big talk about this game. Probably
I
be
will be
sharing
there.
some love.
I will be there.
Okay, come on the show. We ready for you, man. It's gonna be definitely me and Rev, we UGA fans. I don't think we have no Texas fans on the floor, so yeah, it'll just be you versus me and Rev, coach.
That's how I like it. I like to be the only one rooting for my team.
Hey, coach, now? When you gonna launch your show, coach? What you gonna do?
John, that's a good question, man. I stay so busy. Like, I mean, school really kicking my ass, and then, these young cats be having me out there on the field like I'm in my 20s, running around. I'm so sore right now, bro. I make it soak in the tub of Epsom salt for about 45 minutes to an hour. So I don't know. I want to get it off the ground though, because like I said, I've been breaking down film and stuff for school, but I don't have the time to put into my channel the way I want, and I ain't gonna do it half-assed. So at some point though, I'm gonna get it off the ground.
All right. Well, till you do, you're always welcome to come in here and sharpen your skills in here.
Sure, I'm always down for some smoke.
All right. Well, this weekend you may get all that diesel smoke right out the boiler.
Nah.
You might get all that doggone smoke.
Get that charbroil.
Nah, bruh. We adamantium steel.
You still here, Tonio?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Tonio. Now, I know you gonna take a few days off or what?
Oh yeah, I'm not going back to work till next week. I'm gonna be at home all weekend.
All right, man. And so we know basically what you're gonna be doing. And hey, man, you take care. You be sure, all serious business, man. You be sure and take care of yourself and do what they tell you to do.
Yes, sir.
Especially as far as your heart and your blood pressure is concerned, because hey, man, you don't get but one ticker.
You right about that.
One ticker.
Yeah, man. Take care of yourself, brother. Take care of yourself.
And you get one ticker and one set of pipes for that ticker to pump that red oil through there, man. That main pump.
Real quick,
around with that main pump.
Real quick, John. Hey, Ray. You and Wallace, make sure y'all bring y'all asses in ABG, or make sure y'all somewhere to be found come Saturday too, because I'm sending shots y'all way too. So
they'll be on my page. Hey, all them guys on my page, coach. Hey, Ray, y'all come to my page. We'll be talking shit.
I'm gonna be blowing your page up, then, Red. All right, bet.
Yep, we gonna
all right. Hey, what was that?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'll let y'all later.
All right. Hey, Winston, what you got, boss?
Same old, same old. Just want to thank everybody for coming through. Everybody in the chat.
No problem.
Rocking with us all day. You know what I'm saying?
You still on your anniversary?
Huh?
So I thought you'd been out of town on your anniversary lately.
No, I was out of town on work.
Oh, my bad.
Up the damn mountain.
Okay.
I put back and forth.
That's even better than making that money.
Yeah. Shit, man, I'm getting paid just to ride around.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's what's up, man.
That's all I do. I sit there ride around, listen to podcasts all day.
Yeah. The way they don't put me in a new spot at the job. Feel like I'm getting paid now, just damn catch up on my shows and shit now. Cause it's so, man, when we get so few, I'm in the air belt, man. Don't be nothing coming in there. And I still get my hour.
Man. Okay. Yeah, I remember the air. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm doing the small packages in the air belt, meaning like small.
So you filling cans?
Bags, just bags, sorting them and packaging them up.
Okay.
Sending them to the truck.
Okay. All right, and salute to the chat. Ray, Tidy for stopping through. Millie Mills, Wallace. Let me see who else. for Keely coming in, for K-Dub coming in. Ryan stopped in there for a minute, said hello, and shout out to everybody who's a content creator and everybody who contributes to the show and checks and hits that like button and peeps in and then dips out, because I can't see all of you now, but we know you all came through.
What's the name of the crew? Is it the I Test Nation, Winston?
I don't know that. We'll come up for a name for him, man.
Yeah, we'll come up.
Yeah, because it mostly be the same crew every week. Y'all gotta give him a name, John.
Yeah, we got to name them.
We gonna call him the eye drop.
Yeah, that might stick. That might stick.
What you say? Eye drop. That's not bad.
That might stick. I don't know if anybody gonna like that, but that might stick.
The Visine boys.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, eye test. They coming into the eye test to drop some knowledge. So yeah, they part of the eye drop too. Yeah.
So
we'll take a vote on the name. Matter of fact, let's do that next week. Everybody just sit in the chat, sit there and think about it.
Yeah,
and
we'll take a vote.
Man, and next week
call the cataracts.
The
see what Tidy done put down there, the glasses.
The glasses.
The cataracts.
We'll call them LASIK.
Yeah.
I like LASIK or the cataract.
But we'll vote on that next week, and we'll just be thinking of some stuff. Cause the thing is that, man, whatever it is that the crew, the normal regular crew that's in the chat, whatever we decide to name you, we appreciate you coming through and supporting us every time we come on. And what was that one?
Tidy. If you still in the chat, can you create a poll in the middle of a show? Or do you have to create the poll before the show starts?
On StreamYard or on now
on
we
StreamYard.
can see, I don't know. Well, during the week we'll talk about it, and
I'll catch up, Baylor. Thanks for having me. I'll catch up later, man.
All right,
and
we get ready to shut it on down. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourselves. Please take care of yourselves. There's only one you, and the place wouldn't be like it is now without you being in here.
Exactly.
So take care of yourself, and we will see you next week on the Eye Test. Bye-bye.
Deuces.